Hey, how you doing? This is John, and welcome to John's Long Box. I've staying up late, and I don't know if you could tell how huge this box is, but this is season one of Final Girl. It's a fun solo game, so it's a solo only game, so it's perfect for the series of My Hands solo. And already we got Zach Tan in the audience. Looks like Zach Tan is my only audience member. How you doing, Zach Tan? You're up late, or should I say you're up early? I don't know where you are. But good to see you. Gets me my blessing. I'm gonna need it with this game. This is a tough game. Um, I thought I would show you how to set up and everything with this game. So this is a huge box. Oh, jeez. So let's okay, there we go. I'm just gonna. I cleaned off this table and everything today. I'm just in a cleaning mood. I'm cleaning out my comic book room. So this is like the page and insert that shows you everything that comes with it. I'm going to put it over here. And then this is the inside of the box. Oh, you're 1 hour behind me. Okay. So you're up late. Are you a night owl like me? When I'm out of work, man, I just revert to a I'll stay up at night. I'll stay up all night. And it's cold out and it gets dark. So who cares about going outside? They always say, like, could you stay in this house? No Wi-Fi, no it for a month for $1 million? Yeah, easily. I'll read comics. I'll play board games. Easily. So inside this box, it's supposed to look like a VHS. So look at this box. This box, looks like a VHS player. So I'm going to open this up and just start setting up the game. So here is the play mat. Okay. And again, I'm just putting everything I don't need over here. So these are the two mats that you need to play. I'll adjust the camera based on this mat. Okay. It has to line up and it can't be folded because I am that kind of anal retentive. So there we go. So now I will adjust the camera. Am I driving everybody crazy? Or Zach 10? Okay. So this is the mat. This is just some sort of line. It's not a glare or anything like that. And these, I'm trying to reach over this without hitting it. So each modular game is designed to look like a cassette tape. So this is what we're going to open today. Oh man, I need to go get my knife. But you need the base game. So you need this core box. So this is like everything that you need to play the game for every game. Okay, and then these are the components that'll switch out. I just have to go grab a knife to open it. I have no nails because I chew on my nails. So I'm just walking over to where I normally stream from, to my desk, grabbing my knife. Okay, grabbed my knife, and I'm walking around and trying not to trip over any wires. I got the. Then I was just about to ask. Am I roboting, and how does it sound? Zach Ted says, yeah, I tend to stay whatever state of consciousness I'm at. Zach Ted, since I got you here, how does it sound? How does it look? So I got here is my father's knife. This is my inheritance. This is what I inherited. So I panic when I can't find this knife as I hit the tripod. And it is a carbon steel utility knife, and it hasn't been sharpened, and I'm not joking, in 50 years, and this thing is still sharp. They do not make knives like this anymore. Holy mackerel, it is just razor sharp. So let me open up the core components. Oh, okay. So this is the stuff that you need for the base game. Okay, now you don't need this because I have the playmat. So this is, if you don't have the playmat, you could use this. So this is what we're looking at, and then this is like extreme. Is if the game wasn't hard enough for you, you can make it more difficult. Oh, I just remembered I found a piece when I was vacuuming over here. Let me get it now. I have a spot on my dresser where I take board game pieces. Just making sure there's only one. Because every once in a while something falls up. Like I have a Roomba. And when the bag fills up, I cut it with that knife that I just showed you and cut it and inspect it before I throw it away. Because I'm that kind of crazy. Okay, so this piece was missing. So I'm gonna deal with this in a minute. Is this the plastic near the top of the board? No, it's just like that on the mat, because there's an image of an old cabin, and this is light from a car. Okay, so here's a car, and the light is shining on the trees. So no, yeah, it looks worse on the screen than it actually is. But don't worry, everything's going to be covered up with the pieces. So okay, so I'm going to put these cards here. Okay, these. Well, you know what? I now that I got all these pieces, I don't. Oh, okay. So this I need. Okay, so this I'll show the pieces. This is a little wooden hourglass. This shows where I am. What other? This. Oh yeah, I can't even put anything else out until I get all the other pieces. All right, so this is a horror tracker, and yeah, again, you don't put that out until you get the board. So I got to show this. So one of the things about this game is it's modular. So this little sleeve. Okay, so this is the final girl, featuring the Sacred Groves and starring Inkanyamba, the Avenger. So I'm going to open it up. Okay. Killer Wraith. Okay, so this is the board. This is the killer board. So this is who I'm fighting. Anybody? So I'm trying to figure out who it is. Like, this is all like goofing on a horror movie tropes. So I'll read the special rules. All right. Everything is customized. Oh, we got new cards. Okay, this is going to be a lot different. Oh, for Adelaide's eyes. So if you play Adelaide, you get special cards. And then this should be the location. Okay, so this is at the Sacred Groves. Okay, so this is the location. You put that there. So that should take care of that glare that was bothering you, Zachtan. And then this is all the custom pieces. Okay, I'm just going to remove all of that and put that over here. And now, here's another cool thing. If you buy the box set, like I just bought, you get all of this bonus stuff. Like if you just buy it in the store, you're not going to get this. So, you know what? Before I start getting all the specialty stuff, let's figure out how to play. Killer Wrath, Divine Wrath. Okay, this looks like it might be complicated. Okay. Where's this box? Okay, so I just want to look underneath. Yes, I figured. And this is for Barbara. Okay, so we got Barbara and Adelaide are the two choices that we could use in this particular game. I don't know who. Okay, this will tell us Melanie and Barbara. So I'm just gonna. I'm gonna grab Adelaide. So this is Adelaide. Now again, you don't get these plastic things unless you buy this gigantic box set. And I really recommend, if you're interested in this game, just get this gigantic box set. It's just all the bells and whistles. So it's not focusing, but this is Adelaide. So she's got a garbage can cover and a baseball bat. I'm just going to put her here because I don't know where she starts. And I'm going to put all these cards over here. And we got to look at... Okay. Let's check out the... Before I start reading rules, let's check out the... Hey, John. Oh, he's saying, your video is a slideshow at the moment. Oh, God. Is it bad? How bad is it? Is it really bad? Can you hear me? Zach10, some person, just let me know. Is it like so bad that I should just shut it down, or can you deal with it? All right. Okay. Whenever Inky guy used to be, or wherever he came from. Okay, so this is the rules for the bad guy. So this is the rules for Inkanyamba. And there should be an Inkanyamba creature. I can hear everything. The image moves a bit at a time. Yeah. I got to get a booster because the Wi-Fi is upstairs and I'm downstairs. I'm like, I'm not hardwired, but maybe I could get a booster or something. Okay. This is the miniature series. Camp Happy Trail Sacred Growth. So the monster should be in here. And once I take them out, okay, so this is Inkanyamba, however you pronounce it, Inkanyamba. So this is Inkanyamba. He looks like an African witch doctor with like size. So I'm just gonna put him over there. And I'm gonna put this back. And as I play them, I put them in their respective boxes because I'm always trying to reduce space. You could drill a hole. Yeah, I could. I actually could because there's a drop ceiling. So I could drop ceiling and run a wire. And then, plug it in when I'm doing, and then just roll it and put it up the drop. So that's actually a good idea. That's a good idea. I'll try the booster because that's non-invasive. And then if that doesn't work, I'll run a wire. Okay, so let's look at Inkanyamba's special rules. So each game is a little different. Some of them are difficult, some of them are straightforward, some of them are confusing. So Inkanyamba, the Avenger. Whoever Inkanyamba used to be or where he came from no longer matters. He has taken for himself the name of the legendary monster and has become a creature of pure wrath. His sole purpose is to exact vengeance on all around him, even if he long ago forgot the reasons for that vengeance. In order to overcome him, you will need to manage the ever-rising anger represented by the killer wraith. If it boils over, you will never survive the ensuing onslaught. Okay? All right, so special setup. Set up the game as normal with the following changes when playing with Inkanyamba. Place the Killer Wrath card in the play area and place a tracking marker on level 2. Put a Killer Wraith. Okay, so I'll put that there and put a tracking marker on. Do we have tracking markers? So I guess I'm using stuff from the game. So I'll put this on too. Okay. So it's just a little dot. Okay. Include the atonement action cards in the action tableau. Okay. So there's special cards. Okay. So these are cards. Okay. That extra cards that I could get. So I'll put them over there. I'm going to be Adelaide. So this is Adelaide. So every time I rescue somebody, I put the little figure over here and I get little bonuses. When I fill up the entire card, I get this power, but I don't want to read the power. I like to be surprised. I like to be surprised. Okay, so we're still setting up the game. Okay. Whenever you are instructed to increase or decrease the wrath, okay, move the tracking marker on the Killer Wrath card up or down to the appropriate number of levels. The marker can never be below 1 or above 10, so ignore any additional increases or decreases that would move the marker beyond those levels. Okay, just let me know if somebody could periodically say I sound good or whatever. Okay, so I'm reading this right now. Whenever you are some card effects will allow you to reduce Wraith, but the primary way is to purchase and play atonement cards. Atonement card actions may be played to try and decrease the Killer Wrath or Divine Wrath. They are unique in that there's an additional success line for you to get 3 or more successes on a horror roll. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but I'll figure it out. Okay. All right. So the Sacred Groves. So this is the rule for him. All right. For Inkanyamba. All right. Whenever Inkanyamba used to be, or wherever. Oh, I read that already. Okay. So now this is the rules for the Sacred Grove. The gods are furious. Is this more helpful? Let's see. Is that better for you guys if I turn the light on the camera? The gods are furious over the desecration of their sacred places by idiotic, obnoxious tourists. They've forged an unholy pact with the killer, unleashing their wrath upon you and the obvious victims in an attempt to cleanse the groves with blood and fire. As you fight to survive against the killer's onslaught, you'll need to simultaneously contend with the fury of the gods represented by divine wrath. Okay, special setup. Okay, place the Divine Wrath card. Oh, geez. So now I got 2 cards over here. Divine Wrath and Killer Wrath. And I'll put a marker on level 2. Okay. Place the Sacred Grove's Bloodlust track directly to the right of the Chosen Killer's board, lighting it up at the bottom. Okay, so what is the Bloodlust track? Oh, it's this. Okay. So this is the Sacred Bloodlust track. Place the Sacred directly to the right of the Chosen Killer's board. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this. Lighting it up with the bottom. Okay, so like that. Okay, all right. So I'm going to have to do that. Luckily, these spaces aren't really used too much. All right. It just bothers me that it doesn't match up. It bothers me that it doesn't match up. Set the Sacred Grove's final token to the side. It is only needed if the finale is revealed. Okay, so we don't need this. I'll put that on the side. Include both atonement action cards in the action tableau. Those are included with Inkanyamba. Okay, various tokens. All right, so I'm not going to punch these out until needed because I know I will lose them. So these are for Adelaide's eyes only. These are for Barbara. So I'll put them over there. I don't like looking at the cards until it's time to look at the cards. I like being surprised. Okay. All right. So whenever you are instructed to increase or decrease Divine Wrath, move the tracking marker on the Divine Wrath card up and down the appropriate number of levels. The marker can never be below 1 or above 10. So you know, whenever you're instructed to unleash, check the current level on the Divine Wrath and apply the effects. Okay. Whenever a horror increases, in addition to applying any effects on the killer board, such as increasing horror levels, you must also apply the effect on the Sacred Grove Bloodlust track. Where is that track? Sacred Grove's Blood. Oh, right here. Okay. All right. Some items or card effects will allow you to reduce Divine Wrath, but the primary way is to purchase and play atonement cards. If the final is triggered, take the Sacred Grove final token, place it on top of the final card. During the killer phase, after the killer action is complete, you must unleash Divine Wrath and increase it at 1. All right. Sacred Spaces. Sacred Spaces are the new type of space on the Sacred Groves location board. The Burial Ground, Sacred Shrine, and the Holy Grove are all considered sacred spaces. The more victims that are located at sacred space, the angrier the gods may become. Okay. All right. So now I got to set up the game. So these are the terror cards. These are okay. So these are okay. So this is Barbara. We'll put Barbara over here because I'm going to play Adelaide. And what you do is you put these cards over here. I'm just going to randomly shuffle them up. So even the monster has like random abilities. So I could put that there. You see how the art kind of matches? And I'll put those cards here. And then there's only 3 of these, but there's 4 of those. And then you put that there. And that's the rules for the bad guy, for the big bad. Okay. I'm just keeping everything separate. All right. These are the terror cards. If you could see, these cards are because of him. That's his sub. So I these are his terror cards, and there should be location terror cards. Did I take everything out? I don't think I took everything out. Or did I? I did. Oh, they're right here. Okay. And these are terror cards by location. So, because I could do the Sacred Groves with a different monster. I could do, a different final girl with this. But this is, what they recommend you do. So, where's the actual rule book? Okay. I think you shuffle the terror cards. Okay, so I'm just just refreshing the player board. Oh yeah, I gotta put this. So this starts here. The terror level is at 9. No, the horror is at 4. No, this goes here. This is at 4. Okay, because it tells you right here. The horror, he has 9 hit points. So I gotta give him a. Okay, I'll try. Okay, the location. Okay, set up the game. Open the code, take the player right, take the 6 customates and put them. Okay, so take the dice out. These are the dice. I'll talk about them when it's time to talk about them. But this is a spot. I just love putting everything on the right spots. I love when a board has spots for every. I'm such an anal retentive person. So Adelaide has 6 hit points. So these are going to be her 6 hit points. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's hit point. Okay. Take the action card. Okay, so take. Okay, take the killer tarot cards and deal 10. Okay, all right. So what you do is you take the 2 location cards and you shuffle them together. So this is the Terror deck. The Terror deck. Okay. And I like to shuffle 5 times. How you doing, people? How you doing? Who's in the chat? Introduce yourself. Does anybody want to pop in? Does anybody want to come in and talk with me? Whenever I do these, I throw the link in the chat if anybody wants to pop in. There's the link if anybody wants to just hang out with me and talk. All right, so I'm just shuffling the deck. I have a bad habit of never shuffling things enough. So I'm going to, they say that 7 shuffles is maximum randomness. So that was 3, 4, 5. I'm going to turn this light off. I think there's too much for glare. Is that better? This is just like a reflection in the water in the game. Maybe I'll bring the camera a little closer. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 cards. I'm going to put these cards off the board up there. Okay, what is the next thing? Shuffle the location items together and deal out 3 piles of 4. Okay, all right. So these little cards, okay, so these are little decks of cards. All right, so these are setup cards. I'll put the setup cards over here. That's their spot. This, okay, that's supposed to go like that. I'm going to push that. Okay, let's push that a little bit this way. Okay. Oh, as I knock everything down. Okay, so I just want to bend that straight down. This is supposed to go like this. This is here. This is here. This goes right there. That's his bloodlust. All right. So now I gotta shuffle these item cards. Now, Adelaide. Oh, that's Barbara. Where's Adelaide? These are cards that you only put in if you're playing with Adelaide. Adelaide's Bat and Shield. Okay. Simply shuffle to the chosen location deck of the item cards if you rather then shuffle it before dealing out the second. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle this into the items. 1, 2. This game looks complicated, but it's not really. It's pretty intuitive. Okay. All right. And then you put 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 in each location. 1, 2, 3. So Adelaide's special item may or may not be in this game. Okay. All right. And I'll explain everything as it's time to explain everything. Okay. So what is next? That was locations. Okay. So now we got the, oh, as I dropped the rules, this is the setup. So this is how I set up the board. So I start right here. The killer starts right here. And then I put victims. So these little yellow miniature people, or as they're called, meeples. They I put them there. So this is determined at random. So again, everything could be a little different every time you play it. Okay, so we got this there, we got that guy there. We got two people down here. And we got one. Oh, there's different color meeples, but that's to indicate like special things. So just regular meeples are yellow. And that's that. So I'm just going to put that there to show that. I dropped the rule book. Set up. Take the 9 and mix them around. Taste. Okay. Okay. So put out the monsters. Okay, so I have 5 hit points and well, I saw it. So okay, so I have 5 hit points and that. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm supposed to see. Okay, so I have supposed to draw these at random without looking. Okay, so I got to do it the proper way. So you put these here, and the reason why you're not supposed to look is some of them have nothing on the back, and some of them have an extra hit point on the back. Okay, you see this one has 3. This one has 0. This one has 1. And this one has none. So there should be 9 of these. Okay. So the last hit point of the monster and the last hit point of the final girl is randomly selected. So I'm going to mix these up. And I'm taking that one. So now I got to put 9 hearts for the monster. 1, 2, and that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more, 9. So that's the creature. I just want to make sure I'm doing that correctly. Okay. All right, I did that correctly. All right. All right, so that's the monster. That's me. And what else is there? Oh, events. So we're going to shuffle up the events, and then we're ready to play. Then we are ready to play. And then you just follow the rules. You just follow everything. Everything. Okay. So put these events here, and we only play the events if it tells us to play the events. So I don't even know what they say. Oh, I got to get the cards. All right, so these are the actions. So this is a special action for this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are my starting hands. Search, focus, close call, and you separate them by number. Okay, improvise, sprint, furious strike, retaliate, distraction. I try to put them in number order so I could find them. So critical blow goes here and a long rest over here. Okay. And this is my starting hand of cards. All right. So, all right. All right. So we are ready to begin. All right. So on. Okay. So this is the turn summary and all the symbols on the back of the rule book. Again, I said it the other night. If you make a board game and you don't have a rule summary on the back, you are not doing any good. So turn summary, action phase, play action cards. Okay. So I'm going to play cards. These are my starting cards. All right. So what I always do, I got focus. I'm going to play focus. So I'm going to play my card right there. So focus. So this is my terror level. All right. So my terror level is here. So I get 2 dice. Okay. So I roll the 2 dice. All right. I got no successes. Now I could discard. Oh, I can't even discard. So that's just, there's nothing I could do. So I got 0 stars. So I lose 2 time. So already, all right, let me move this over a little bit. So already I'm losing time. That's not good. I don't like that. So I'm gonna play focus again. I have 2 focus cards. So okay, so this symbol means I could discard 2 cards to get a success. So I don't need short rest or weak attack. So I'm going to discard these. So I have 1 success. So the horror level is going to decrease by 1. Okay. And I lose 1 time because I got 1 success. Decrease the horror, lose 1 time. So there you go. And now I have 2 cards that say walk. All right. Now, what I got to do is save civilians. I got to save people. I'm a hero. So I'm going to play walk. Okay. So here's the card that I'm playing. Playing walk. Okay. Again, I'm in this zone, so I get 2 dice. So I'm going to. Okay. I got 1 star. Could you see that? Oh, maybe if I bring this down. How's this? Is that better? Somebody just messaged me. Who just messaged me? Okay, my wife's saying good night. Okay, good night. I can hear her walking around. Okay, is that better? Can you see a little bit better? Is it too far away? Okay. All right. So, oh, Zach 10 gives me the thumbs up. So I got 1 success. So 1 success on my card says, I always do the time first because I always forget. So I burn up 1 time and I move 1 space. This is my discard pile. So I'm going to move 1 space. So wherever I walk, people follow me. So I'm going to walk over here because there's 2. Well, the creature's here. The monster's here. So he could start killing people. So I'm gonna go here. So here's 2 people. Now I'm in a, can you see this? I'm in a spot with a wrench. That means I could search. It's the lost and found. So that would be this pile. But I don't have a card that lets me search. So even though I'm in that spot, the only card that I have is walk. So I'm going to play another walk. And okay, so I got 1 success. So I lose another time, but I move a spot. So I'm going to go here. So now I got 3 people with me. That's my discard pile. I have no more cards. So planning phase, purchase action cards. Okay, so now I have 1. So I have 1 currency to buy a card. So this costs 2, these cost 2. So these are all 0 cards. So I could buy 1 close call card. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So this is my hand for next time. So next turn, I'm kind of screwed. All right. And then I reset back to 6 because that's the default. Killer phase, resolve the killer action. So the killer action, I look up here, and this tells me what the killer does. If the killer wraith is at 1 or 2, increase the wraith by 1. Okay. So the wraith goes up to 3, and that increases the horror. So that just negated my whole turn. So, okay, so it's at 3. You see this little white dot? So I put this over here. This means increase the horror. Then it targets me or what does that mean? Target closest victim or final girl. So it's going to target the and then kill, but it doesn't have a movement. That's weird. It doesn't have a movement. So how is it going to kill people if it doesn't have a movement? Oh, I see. The movement is up here. Okay, so we got off lucky. So it's targeting one of these 2 guys, but it's not moving. So we got off easy. We got off. Hey, Brian. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Brian, do you want to come in? I'll play in a horror game. I know you like horror movies, right? So if you want to, here's a open invite to just hang out and talk. If you want to come in, there's a StreamYard chat. Anybody could come in. Okay, so resolve the killer action and now draw a terror card. So now we're going to draw a terror card. And these are never good. So I'm going to put the camera back up here. Okay. Okay. Sorry, bro. I got to get a quick walk, but maybe when I get back. Okay. So here is the terror card. He's coming, and there's nothing we can do. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next terror card. Otherwise, so he targets a non-player character. He moves. Right now, whenever moves, he gets 2 spaces, but he always stops when he gets to a victim. So he moves, and then he kills. So ta-da! We got 1 person dead. Now, because there's a death, this track gets increased. So, and he's going to get more and more powerful as he kills. So now that's the active terror card. And what is the next step? So, I mean, it's pretty simple, the rules. Okay. If the victim was killed this turn, panic. There was no other victims in the killer space. Upkeep. Reveal final. If there's no terror cards, there's 9 more. Rearrange items. Rearrange the items. Upkeep phase. Okay. And then so now where's my card? Okay, so now it is now the action phase. So this is the only card I have. Play after any horror roll. So a horror roll is any die roll. Any die roll. So right now I don't have anything. All right. There's no, I can't do anything. The good thing about it is I have 6 currency to buy cards. So for 2 currency, I got to buy this. So this was to 4. And now I have 4 currency. I always like to have I'll buy a search. And now I have 2 more. I'll get a guard card. It's always good to hold on to a card to to distract. There was a rule that I completely forgot about. Okay, let me take various horror rolls. Okay, but there's a rule about discarding cards, resolving card actions, saving victims, searching for items. Okay, at any point before the action phase ends, you may discard as many action cards as you wish for time. Okay, yeah. See, I never used that. I forgot about that rule. So now, then these cards that I spent, I'm actually going to have to do this. Okay, so because if you don't do it properly, you go back and I could buy them. But so these are my next. There's an order of operations. Okay, return that. Okay, planning phase. Yes. Purchase action cards. Okay, so I do get these back. Okay, so these are now back. Okay, so I'll do this because so now I have a giant hand, but unfortunately, my whole turn was just grabbing cards. I'm just going to put these here because I don't like to hold the cards for long because I feel like I'm disintegrating them. So now the creature is going to go. So I didn't really get to do anything, but that's the way it goes. So resolve the killer's action. The killer, again, if the killer wrath is at 1 or 2, increase it by 1. And then increase by 1. All right. But it's at 3. So we don't do anything, I guess. If it is at 1 or 2, increase by 1 and then do that. So it's at 3. So we don't do anything. We don't do anything. But we do draw a terror card. Okay. They disrespected him, and now he wants their blood. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next terror card. Otherwise, target a victim. So this poor guy is the closest. We're going to move, and then he does 2 hits. I mean, 1 is enough to kill him. But if there were 2 victims in that space, he would be able to kill 2. So he killed 1. What do they call that? Bloodlust goes up. Oh, okay. All right. So increase the divine track by the number of victims at holy spaces. Oh, 1, 2, 4. I forgot to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man. So. Oh man. Oh no. Okay, we do that. I forgot about this. Okay, so now increase the killer wraith to the number of victims killed this turn, 1. So we got to increase this by 1. So he's going to move 2 spaces to there. Jeez, this guy. I have a feeling I'm going to lose this game. So I'm going to do a close-up of this board just so you can see. Okay, I'm over here with 3. He's over here in a space with 2. Okay. All right. So there's going to be some murdering going on next turn. I got to get like a third camera so I could just like superimpose it. If anybody's good with this kind of stuff and could help, I think a camera from the ceiling that I could just like extend would probably be the best. All right, so where am I? Reveal final. Okay, there is that. So now we're back to the play action cards. All right, so I'm gonna play focus because I'm down. My horror is so bad I only get 1 die. Jeez, that just sucks. Okay, so 1 6 success. So good. Oh, my time is right here. So one success is I lose one time, but this goes up. So that's good because now I have 2 dice instead of 1. All right. All right. So I should have another focus in here. I'm going to play a second focus, but this time I get 2 dice. All right. So I could discard short rest and weak attack to get 2 successes. Okay. Could you see that? 2 successes. I decreased the horror and I gained 2 time. That is awesome. That is awesome. That's why you always want to play your focus cards. Okay. I'm in a holy spot. I don't want to be in the holy spot anymore. So I am going to walk. Okay. I will roll my dice. Nice. I got 2 successes. Could you see that? 2 stars. So move up to 2 spaces for only 1 time. So I'm going to go 1, 2. All of these people come with me. All of these people come with me. You know, I'm the charismatic main character of this horror movie. All right. I'm in a searchable spot. So I'm going to play search. I get 2 dice. I get 2 dice. Okay, so I have 1 success. And I could discard 2 more cards, but I don't want to discard. So 1 success says take the top item card of your space. First, I always reduce the time because I don't want to forget. So I am in the welcome center. The welcome center is over here. So that's this. So I get mysterious pills. Okay. Discard this during the action phase and choose one of the following. Either reduce the horror by 1 or gain 2 health. Okay. Mysterious pills. This is my backpack. This is as many things as I can carry. So I'll put them in my hand. So now I got to put a different spot for the cards that I play. So these, I could have 3 things. Well, I could have 1 thing in each hand, and then I can have 4 things in my backpack. All right. So I don't have another search card. I'm going to play Atonement. Okay. I'm going to roll 2 dice, see what happens. I got 1 success. So 1 success, I could decrease the red track or the gold track by 1, and it doesn't cause any time. What do I want to do? Okay, so this, I'll reduce the divine track. All right. All right. That'll go in. And now I will play walk. Okay, so I'm going to play walk. I get 2 successes. Nice. Nice. That is awesome. So move up to 2 spaces for 1 movement. And why is that such a big deal? Because I could go 1. These 3 get rescued. So I could I'm going to put 1, 2. This gives me 2 time. This gives me 2 time. And these 2 guys reduce the horror. So I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I just saved 4 people who cannot be killed. Okay, that is awesome. And I still have another move. I still have another movement. The only spot, I don't know if you could see it on the map, but this is the only spot I can move to. So I just saved 4 people's lives. I'm feeling pretty good. These 2 cards stay in my hand. I'm going to put them over here. I'm going to take a sip of soda. How's everybody doing? How's everybody? Success, accents. You can see the dice. That's pretty cool. All right. Now, a lot of you can't see the Killer Wrath track, but there's a lot of discard cards over here. So I'm just gonna take these mysterious pills, and my horror will go down to 2. There's a discard pile right there. So rather just use it and get rid of it. This is my discard pile over there. All right. So now, unfortunately, Ink Ink and Yamba goes. Inkanyamba goes. So I look at his thing. It says this. You just follow his rule. If this is at 1 or 2, increase by 1, and then do that. But it is at 4, so we don't listen to that. All right, we don't listen to that. So we draw a terror card. And let's put this up so we can see the board. Okay, so this says he's coming, and there's nothing we can do. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next card. Otherwise, okay, this means increase the horror. And then he targets a victim, he moves to the victim, and then he kills the victim. So he's already on a spot with the victim, so he kills a victim. That increases that, which means his dark power gets released. So we flip this card over. Rising Dread. Whenever the killer wrath increases, increase the horror. So it's getting tougher. It's getting tougher. This game is really tough. This game is really, really tough. I'm not going to win the first time I play against a monster. You know, you got to start. You got to start. You know, you got to figure out how to do it. All right, so now we panic. So this guy's going to panic. He's going to run away. If he rolls a 3, 4, 5, or 6, he goes here. If he rolls anything else, he stays. So he rolled a 1. So stupid guy panicked. Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! You know, there's always one of them in every horror movie. So he's panicking, just shrieking away. He didn't run, or she didn't run. All right. So that was the panic phase. Reveal final. If no cards left, and okay. That's my deck. So these, once you push it, okay. Oh, I forgot to buy the cards. I forgot to buy cards. I have 8 action, and I didn't buy any cards. I can't buy these because those are on a cooldown. So I have 8. So I'll buy another atonement card. Gives me 6 left. I'll buy another search. That gives me 4 left. I'll buy an improvise, and then a close call, and then I'll reset. So now, once you buy the cards, everything goes back to the tableau. So I can't use these 0 cards. These are on a cooldown. Okay, they weren't available for purchase. That's why I leave them over there. I already did the monster out of order. That drives me nuts when I do things out of order. But now it is my turn. Okay, so now I have this deck of cards. These are all the things that I could do. Okay, a blue card means I do it on the monster's turn. Black cards are my regular cards. So I am on a searchable spot. So I'm going to play search. I'm over here, so I get 2 dice. So let's see. Okay, I got nothing. Okay, so I'm going to play close call. Reroll all dice for 2 time. So I get to reroll these 2 dice. Okay, I get a success. Where am I? I'm in the welcome center. So I get this card. An old rifle. Nice. An old rifle. 1 success. I lose a time, so I'm down to 3 time. The old rifle can only modify the weak action card. If you are at a sacred place, +2 to the maximum range. Okay, so the range is I need 2 hands to play this, so you put it in the middle. So I'm carrying a rifle. Oh, I see. So the weak action card, I could use 1 or 2 range. So I could go 1, 2. I got it. A 0 range would mean a 0. I just want to see, is there an explanation? Yeah, a 0 range would mean the spot that I'm on. So I could shoot up to 2 spaces away. If you are at a sacred spot, +2 to the max, so I could go 4 spaces away. Wow. That's pretty cool. All right, so I got an old rifle. All right, what else can I do? I'm gonna play Atonement. So these are all the cards that I played. Atonement, 2 dice. Okay, I got 1 success. I will reduce the Divine Wraith. All right, and it doesn't give me any increase in time. And all right, I'm going to stop here. So this is my hand of cards. I'll put it over there. I have 3 time. These cards I cannot buy. So right now, I could pick up all the 0 cost cards. So I get those back in my hand. And I have 3 currency too. So I will buy a distraction card. I will buy a distraction card because it's 3. All right, and then I'll set that back up. And now, why are these cards here? Crap. This should have been there. Okay, so, all right. So, I look at the monster. If it's at 1 or 2, it's not. That's why I'm not decreasing this. All right. Let's see. Where am I? So he doesn't do anything. So I look at the terror card. Uh-oh. There's a lot of writing on this. Let me just carve my initials right here. Increase the yellow wraith. So I lose. Well, it doesn't. Oh, increase. Oh, okay. I got to read the whole card. Okay. Increase the yellow by the number of victims at sacred spaces. There's 3 sacred spaces. There's nobody there. Okay. But we still unleash the terror. Okay. Unleash this divine wraith. I have to, it says right here, discard 1 random action card. So this is my stack of action cards. I'm just going to shuffle it one more time, and then get rid of the top card. This goes back. This goes back. This goes back. So I lose a close call. All right, that's not the best, but it's not the worst either. All right. Place 2 new victims at the sacred shrine. So other people just show up. So at the sacred shrine. Where is the sacred shrine? Oh, right here. Okay, so 2 people just go there. All victims adjacent to this sacred shrine move there. There's nobody adjacent. Okay, so as far as terror cards go, that one wasn't too bad. Okay, nobody panics because nobody died. Unbelievable, nobody died. And then, what does it say? Every time the red is active. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm doing everything because there's a lot to keep track of, but it makes sense. Okay, so now I'm back at the beginning of my turn. All right, so I'm pretty I'm gonna play focus. Okay, nice, 2 successes. Do you see that, Zachtan? More meat shields. Uh, yes and no. No, actually, you don't want a lot of victims because every time the bad guy kills, he gets more powerful. So it's not meat shields. It's fuel for the bad guy. So I got 2 successes. So the horror goes down by 1, and I increase time. That was awesome. I'm going to play a second focus because if I get into the green zone, then I get three cards. 1 success. Okay, so I'm in the green zone. So now I get 3 dice, but I lose a time. All right, so that goes to the discard pile. I will play a distraction, but I get 3 dice for distraction. And I get 1 success. Okay, this goes here. I gain a time. Okay, and what else do I have? Walk, guard, and improvise. All right, so I will play walk. Okay, I get 3 dice. Oh, villain fuel is bad, but 2 successes is good. Yes, yes. Forgive me for not bringing everything up. 2 successes, so I can move 2 spaces for 1 time. So I'll do the time. I'm gonna go 1, 2. All right, so now I got 2 followers. Where is the next? Okay, this is the next flea spot, and I have 1. He's not within range of me yet, so I'm gonna play another walk. Okay, I got 1 success with the walk. Okay, I got 1 success with the walk. That's fine. I can move up to 1 space for 1 time. So all of them follow me. Oh, I really want 2 successes. So I'm going to discard improvise and short rest to turn this into 2 successes. Why do I want that? So I could move 2 spaces. So because now I rescued these 3 people. I'm taking away his food, his fuel. So this says move 1 space. That's the bonus for 1 space. So I'm going to go here. Okay, and then I get to flip over her card and I get this to choose. And I don't know what this says because okay. And for each additional victim save, I get to decrease the horror. Well, it's already at the maximum. So once you decrease the horror, I mean, every time now I get to decrease, I get to increase time. So that's because I had 1 extra. Okay, and what is on my hand? There's dirt on my hand. Okay, choose one of the following immediate effects. Okay, decrease 1 type of wrath to 1, or recover all health, or take up to 6 cost worth of action cards. Oh, I'm taking 6 cost worth of action cards. Oh, I am definitely taking that. Okay, so I will take I'm going to take this is tough. This is tough. I'll take distraction and improvise into my hand. Where's my hand of cards? Okay, right here. Nice. Okay, now I got all these extra cards. This is my discard pile. Now, I have this old rifle, and I don't know if you could see, he's 2 spaces away. So I'm going to play weak attack and shoot him. All right. So I get 3 dice. I get 3 dice, and I'm going to try to hurt the bad guy. I get 1 success. Okay, 1 success is I do 1 damage to him. But I lose a health. I don't know how I lose a health, but I lose a health. I guess I don't know. I lose a health and he loses a health. All right, but I don't lose any time. Do I have another weak attack? No, I don't. So I shot at him. So we both got hurt somehow. I don't know how I got hurt, but I got hurt. It makes sense. It makes sense if it's a weak attack, but if we're in the same spot, but whatever. So I shot. I guess I wasn't ready, and I bumped myself. All right. So that was pretty cool. I actually was able to attack him. That was pretty cool. All right. So now I have guard, improvise, and distraction. I'm going to hold on to these for the monster turn. And now it is the planning phase, and I have 7 currency to buy more cards. So I will buy a Furious Strike and an Atonement. So that's 6. Or do I want to 6, 7? That's 8. Let's see. So I will buy a Furious Strike, an Atonement, and a Close Call. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's all times. So I have a lot of cool cards. All right. I reset the time to 6. These come back. I'm not able to get these 0-point cards. I want to, yeah, I'll do that. I got to give them a 0 cost spot. So we do that. Okay. There we go. There we go. So these are all the cards that next turn, these 0 cards are going to just come right back. So there's like a cooldown. Anything over here is not available to purchase. And then once you purchase, you take your discard and you put it back in the tableau. It's just a little mechanism to force you to plan. All right. So now we look at his, it's the horror is, the horror is there. So I don't do it. If wanted to, okay. And then, all right. So now I look at the terror. Okay. Unleash the Killer Wraith. Okay. So that stinks. So the Killer Wraith, down here, it's at this level right here. So the first thing I do is increase the horror. So things are getting scary. Then he's going to target a victim and move towards them. Well, this victim who's been begging for her life, we'll call her Louise. Oh, you can't see. So he's in a spot already. So he's just menacing her. Then it says increase the Killer Wraith to the horror level. The horror level is at 1. So, all right. So I'm increasing it to 1, which is 1. Then targets a victim and kills him. So that guy dies. This goes up. Increase. I always forget that about this. Increase the Divine Wraith by the number of victims at holy spaces. So I got to increase 2. 1, 2. All right. But it doesn't say unleash it yet. So that's an interesting mechanism. Then this card is over there. Notice no events have been triggered yet. Okay. All right. And then reveal final if there's no terror cards left. So there's, all right. So now we go back to me. All right. So where am I? I want to, do I have, okay. So I have 3 dice. Okay. So I'm going to play, oh, this goes over here. Okay. So I'm going to, I'm going to play Atonement. I get 3 dice still. I really like that rifle. I really like that rifle. And I whiff. I totally whiff. I'm going to play Close Call. Reroll all the dice for 2. So I gotta read. Okay, I got one success. One success is decrease. All right, so this is going to go down. All right, so these are in the discard pile. And what am I going to do now? So now I'm going to play. I'm going to play improvise. So I'm coming up with a plan here. I'm Adelaide, and Adelaide has a crafty mind. Adelaide, let's see, Adelaide, what are we going to improvise? We got one success. One success is for the next horror roll only. All 3s and 4s are successes. Okay, so I'll leave that here to remind me. That's all right. So I'll play a distraction. 3s and 4s are also successes. So I got 3 successes. I didn't even need it. I got 2 successes. So this goes down, this goes up, and then I gain 2 time. All right. So all right, now what am I going to do? I can't move, but I'm setting myself up for a great next turn. And I have a guard to defend myself. All right. So if the creature attacks me, Inkanyamba attacks me, I could defend myself. All right. So I'm all ready to attack next turn. All right. So I have 7 cards. So first, all the 0 cards. I could purchase these for 0. So I and now I have 7 currency. So I'm going to take a critical blow for 6, and then a close call for 1. All right. So I got a good set of cards. Now these now go back. So distraction goes back, improvise goes back, atonement goes back, and close call goes back. See, I can't buy them. They have a cooldown. All right. I'll put these dice over here because they got spaces for them. Reset this to 6. I'm not too scared. But now he goes. All right. This kicks in right here. If the killer's wrath is at 1 or 2, increase it by 1. So now it's at 2. And then target the villain, a guy, and kill him. But there's nobody in the spot. It doesn't have a footprint, so he doesn't get to move. Okay. Then we draw a terror card. Rage of the Gods. That does not sound good. That does not sound good. I'm going to take a sip of soda because that does not sound good, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Rage of the Gods. So an event. Okay. So I play an event. Fire and Brimstone. Makes sense if it's the Rage of the Gods. Apparently, this place is extra sacred, so I better work extra hard to keep the riffraff away. Roll a die and place the Fire and Brimstone token on the, let's see, 3, the Sacred Shrine. So I'm going to pop this token out. Of course, it's where the only 2 people are. So these 2 idiots, here's the story in my mind. Okay, these 2 wandered in here. Max and Irene. Max and Irene are 2 teenagers. This is a horror movie after all. And Max and Irene wandered into the Sacred Shrine, started fooling around, and fire and brimstone came out of the sky. Okay. Each victim in that space counts as 2 victims when calculating increases. All right. So we pushed that there. So we got Sodom and Gomorrah. Strange fire. Yeah. I just love like the story that this game tells. Okay. Increase this by the number of people in here. So I got to increase this too. Okay. Place the killer at the spot with the most victims. Oh God. So he pops out of the fire. Oh man. So Max and Irene are fooling around. They're fooling around DC Miller says, what kind of summer camp has a sacred shrine? This is not a summer camp. This is we are in Africa, and this is a national park with ruins and stuff like that. You know, each box set has a completely different situation. So we are in Africa. I'm playing Adelaide. The bad guy is Inkanyamba. This is a sacred ruins that the tribe keeps people away from, but tourists keep coming in and desecrating it. So Max and Irene went into the sacred shrine, and of course teenagers, they started fooling around, backpacking Europeans, and fire and brimstone just came out of the sky, and then Inkanyamba jumps out of it, and he kills twice. So he kills them. Boom, boom. That's what you get for having teenage sex. That's what you get. This goes up twice. 1, 2. And it says unleash yellow. So unleash yellow. Discard 1 random action card. That just absolutely sucks because I just built up a nice hand of action cards. So I'm not going to look. I'm going to look at the chat. If anybody wants to say anything. Anybody want to come in? Anybody? Yeah, teenage desecration. Anybody want to come in? This is the card. Oh no, the critical blow card. That was the best card of my deck. Oh man. Oh, that hurt. And then increase the horror and then lose 2 time. Oh man, that was Oh, and then I got to increase this because it says increase the red whenever you increase the horror. Okay. That thanks a lot, Max and Irene. You that's why you got to wait till marriage. That's why you got to wait till marriage. You don't see supernatural entities attacking seasoned lovebirds. Right. If they were married, this would never have happened. That was rough. Okay, so now it is my turn. He's 1-2 spaces away, and I'm in a sacred. He's at a sacred spot. So I'm gonna. First off, I'm gonna focus. Okay, I'm gonna focus. I still have 3 dice. Oh God. Oh, that stinks. I will play close call. Reroll all the dice for 2 time. Okay, so wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, I'm at 4. That's right, because that stupid card. Because I got screwed this turn. So I'm gonna reroll all these dice. Nice. I see 2 successes. Decrease the horror, and I gain 2 time. All right. So that was pretty good. I'm gonna play a weak attack. So I'm gonna shoot at him. 1, 2 spaces away. I get 3 dice because I have the rifle. I really don't want that. So I'm going to discard a focused and a short rest to turn one of these into a success. So we damage each other. I damage him. He damages me. I damage myself, actually. I'm shooting. I guess I'm not following safety rules. I can't think of a movie that has this setting storyline. I can't think of anything either. Is there, I can't think of. The gods are furious over the desecration of the sacred places by idiotic, obnoxious tourists. So I don't know. So they probably just wanted, an African setting for diversity reasons. But you know what? Don't bother me. I don't care. It's a fun scenario. As long as you're creative with this kind of stuff, it doesn't bother me. So I still I thought I had another weak attack. Oh, I thought I had another weak attack. All right, well, I'm gonna go charge him now. So I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk. Okay, I got one success. One success is move one space. So I'm gonna go over here, put that in the discard pile. I'm gonna walk again. Two successes. I only need one. So I got two, and that I burn up another unit of time. And now I'm going to furiously strike him. Okay. So furiously strike him. I got 3 dice. So I shot at him. Boom. I don't like this gun. I don't like this gun. I keep hurting myself every time I use this old rifle. Nice. I got 2 successes. So I do 2 damage to him. Boom. And I reduce my horror, but my horror is at the lowest it could ever be. So my time increases. That was possibly the best. Not possibly. That was the best thing I could. And now I have a defense card. So I'm going to end my turn. I'm going to end my turn. All right. I have 3 currency. I have 3 currency. So, of course, I'm buying a block, a guard for 2, and then a close call for 1. So that brings me to 0, and then reset the board. I put all of these cards back because remember, I can't purchase cards that are in the discard pile. So now I reset these. These go over here, and they're available next turn. DC Miller, this is the pile of bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Killed 6 people, but I rescued 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I rescued 7 people. So there you go. I rescued 7 people. So let's see now. Where is? Oh, so I just the killer phase. Resolve the killer action. So the killer's action is if his wrath is at 1 or 2, it's at 2, increased by 1. Okay, then he targets me because we're in the same spot and he attacks. Okay, so now he's going to attack. I knew that was going to happen, so that's why I purchased a guard card. So he's attacking me. I still have 3 dice. All right. It's going to be hard for him to get more powerful because there's no more victims on the board. So I have 3 dice. Nice. Ignore all damage. So he attacks me and I just freaking block it. So that's in the discard pile. That's in the discard pile. I just block his attack. That was awesome because he would have done 2 damage to me. He would have done 2 damage to me. Ah, man. All right. But I have to play a terror card now. Okay. All right. So I don't think I'm playing I think I messed up a few things. All right. Increase the divine wrath by all the victims at the sacred spaces, which is 0, and then I unleash the divine wraith. Discard 1 random action card. I got 2. I got 2. I got 2. I got 2. And I discard that close call, which is good. I increase the terror by 1. And then I lose 2 time. That really, really, really stinks. Okay. And okay. Place 2 new victims at the Holy Groves. Uh-oh. So Marsha and Clyde, they come wandering in. Marsha and Clyde are vacationing from Nebraska. They're like, look at this. Look at this. All victims adjacent to the Holy Grove move there. Okay, so they're the only victims. Oh, no, there's more. there's more more fuel for murder. There's more murder fuel. All right, so let's see. Okay, let's see. Zactan. Okay, let's so we're at the top of a round. So this is a good place for me to check out the comments. Okay, exactly. New stuff in new areas can be interesting. Using all stuff with random bits swapped for tokenism. Yeah, yeah. This doesn't. It's really unfortunate that the way everything is, just because this is set in Africa and has like an African theme, that the first thing we think of is woke or DEI, but this isn't. This is, you know, it's just an interesting setting. So but it's just a shame that that's the first thing that our mind goes to because of the way things have been ruined for the past 5-6 years. 7 is a nice number. It is. How did we get 7? I don't recall why. The guard card history. Yeah, that guard card. That's one of the things I learned is always have a guard card. Oh, that rhymes. Yeah. Totally new people. Yes, new people. New stupid people just wandered onto the board. I was researching now. Said it was an original idea. Okay, cool. It's always good to have somebody helping out. All right, so it's at the top of the round. So at the top of the round, I get to play action cards. Now, the only card I have is guard. So I don't get to do anything. So this is going to be a rough turn. Let me put the dice back because there's spots there. And now I have 4 currency to buy cards. He's in my space. So I'm going to buy Retaliate for 4. So now I only have 2 cards. I have Guard and Retaliate. So I'm ready. Guard just blocks damage. Retaliate blocks card damage and inflicts damage. So that, and then I also get all my 0 cards back. And then I put these cards back on the tableau for use later. So now I got a whole bunch of good cards. I reset that, but the killer now goes. Resolve the killer action. So if it's at 1 or 2, it's not. So we ignore that. I think I might be playing this a little wrong, but I'm going to continue playing this. And then I'm going to read the situation. All right. And then I play the terror card. Punishment or mercy. Do the following based on the current level of killer wrath. Okay. It's at 4. Increase the killer wrath by 2. 1, 2. Okay. All right. So punishment or mercy. So he's getting more and more angry. That wasn't that bad. Actually. He didn't do anything. I just want to see one thing. I think I'm playing a little wrong. I think going for the monster slay or the escape. The only way to win is to beat the monster. There may be some scenarios where you win by escaping. I don't know. But this scenario, the only way to win is by defeating the monster. All right, the killer phase. Okay. Resolve the killer action. Okay, yeah. I kind of messed up and made it a little easier. I messed up, but I will correct it going forward. Okay. All right, so where am I? So now it's my turn. Okay, so we are in the same spot where there's fire and brimstone. All right, so I can't use the rifle because it has to be 1 or 2 spaces away. So I will focus. I still get 3 dice. Okay. 2 successes. So 1, 2. That was awesome. I will play another focus. Okay. Do I want to discard any card? No. So I get 1 success. So this is a wash. It goes up 1, but it cost me 1 time. So that was a wash. All right. So now I will walk. I'm going to try to save them because I don't have any attack cards. I have a weak attack card. All right, so I'm going to just do a weak attack. Like the rifle lets me do it at range 1 or 2, but I could still play it at in his face. So I'm just hitting him with my gun. I'm just going to hit him with the gun butt. Okay. So I'm playing a weak attack. I'm just going to hit him with the gun butt, see what happens. I get 3 dice. 1 success. He takes a damage. I take a damage. Okay. All right. That's fine. And now I will walk. Not running. I'm very calm. I'm very calm. 3 successes, but move 2 spaces for 1 time. So I will 1, 2. Okay. Do I have another weak attack? No, I don't. I will walk again. I want to try to. What did I call them? Claude and what names did I give them? I forget already. But I got to go save them. Geez, I don't want to discard any cards. I don't want to discard. So I totally failed. So I have a choice here. If I got no successes, I could move 1 space, or lose 2 time, or lose 2 time. So I'm gonna move once. Oh, lose 1 space, take a damage, and move 2 times. So I'm gonna take a damage, lose 2 time. Okay. So I tripped in the dark. Yeah, Claude and Irene. Yeah, Claude and Irene. All right. And now Claude and I show up. They're kissing. They're making out again because that's what you do in horror movies, right? Claude and Irene from Nebraska. They're at the Holy Groves doing the nasty. Right on top of these African holy relics. You know what I mean? You don't do that. It's just not right. From Nebraska. So I show up all beat up because I got 1 hit point. This is my hit points over here. I got 2 hit points. And this may or may not have extra hit points on the back. So I'm pretty beat up. So I'm going to do a short rest. I get 3 dice. And I get no successes. Oh, and I do not want to give up any of these cards. So for no successes, I gain 1 health. But the terror goes up. And I lose 1 time, and then I stop. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. I have to stop. My turn is over. Fine, because that's what I was going to do anyway. Now, I have 3 currency. I just want to prepare for when he gets here. All right, so I'm going to take a guard and a close call. Okay, that's my 3. I'll reset that. Put all of these cards back. And I'm ready. So now we're going to see what I was doing wrong. Oh, well, we tried. All right, so now he's going to go. All right. If the killer rate is at 1 or 2, increase it 1, and then we target. Oh, no. We haven't been doing it wrong. Okay. We've been doing it right. That makes me feel good. For those of you who've been watching me, when I was playing Besiege the other night, and I was talking how I kind of get obsessed with playing a perfect game. a perfect game doesn't necessarily mean I win. It just means I played by all the rules correctly. So far, I've been playing by all the rules correctly. I thought I messed up. Okay, so this is what I thought. So you still do this. So if the red is at 1 or 2, increase the red. So we're currently at 6. Then you target the final girl or a victim and then attack them. But there's no movement. So that's good. So we have been doing that right. Good. There's no victim there. He's Inkanyamba is at the sacred shrine, which still has fire and brimstone on it. Now we flip over a terror card, a fickle temper. Make a horror roll. Okay. So how many dice? I guess I use 3. Okay. 1 success. I got 1 success. Choose one of these tracks to decrease by 1. So I'm going to decrease the divine right. So they're both at 6. Then he's going to target. Could you see this? He's going to target a victim and he's going to move to him. So he currently has a movement of 4. So 1, 2, 3. I knew that was going to happen. Okay. And then he's going to kill. Okay. So he is in my space trying to kill one of the people under my protection. So I am going to retaliate. Okay. So you play this. So he's going to do 2 damage. Now, the card said he's choosing a victim, not me. Okay. So you do what the card says. So I have 3 dice. He's coming out one of the Claude and Irene. They're pulling their pants up. They're all surprised because I showed up, start huffing and puffing. And I get 1 success. I am going to play close call and reroll all the dice for 2. Reroll any 1 dice or all the dice. Should I? I'm going to reroll all the dice. Watch, that was probably a bad move. No, it was a great move. I got 2 successes. So ignore all the damage from the attack. So I just cancel the attack. He comes up, I put up the gun, and then I do 2 damage to him. That was awesome. All right, so he loses 2 hit points. So if you could see his track, he has 1 left, and then he has 1 special left. Me, this is me. I have 2 regular and 1 special left. That was awesome. And I'm especially happy because I thought I played wrong. I thought I made it too easy. So now it is my turn. These cards don't go back. These cards in the discard do not go back until after my turn. So, but I start my turn with 4. So I only have a guard and a guard card. So I can't do anything. So I have 4 currency to buy. So I will I'm going to buy a Furious Strike card. I get all of my 0 cards back. Then I put these cards back. Okay. And I reset that back to 6. Put the dice back because I'm a crazy person and I have to put the dice back in their spot. And now it's his turn. And we start his turn in what's the name of this place? The Holy Groves with me, Claude, and Irene. Tell your agents, good job. You guys got a good role in this movie. So, first thing, if is that 1 or 2, we don't do it. Then we target me or a victim and then attack them. So he's going to attack them. Okay. what cards do I have? I have 2 guards. So I am going to play a guard, take 3 dice. Okay. Because he does 2 damage. So he's gonna attack me. He's gonna attack me for 2. So I get 1 success, reduce the attack by 2. So I guard, and he doesn't do any damage. But he's not done yet. He's not done yet. We also reveal a terror card. This is the last terror card. Things really get crazy when there's no terror cards left. So it says, make a horror roll. Fickle temper. Oh, it's the same exact card as before. 1 success. Choose. So I'm going to reduce the Divine Wraith by 1. And then he's going to target Claude because girl power. He's going to move to Claude, but he's in the space, and then he's going to attack. But you know what? I'm going to protect Claude, and I'm going to roll 2. So but that is the last terror card. You're going to see that is bad. That is bad. So 1 success, reduced damage by 2. The damage is 2. So we successfully protected Claude and Irene and myself. Nice. So now we start the turn. I will start the turn with a short rest. So I'm, I'm like, I don't know, taunting him or whatever. Let's get a short rest over here. This could be bad. 1 success. Okay, so I get 1 health back, but I lose a time. That's fine. That's fine. The next I will do a furious strike. Furious strike. So I catch my breath. I'm talking to him. How can you do this? They're just Claude and Irene from Nebraska. They didn't mean anything. Americans don't understand. Blah, blah, blah. And then I roll the dice. I get 1 success, but I will discard 2 walks. I'll discard 2 walks to turn it into 2 successes. So 2 successes does 2 damage. Okay. And it reduces the horror. So 2 damage takes this. And then what you do is this is his special. So if it's blank on the other side, I win the game. If there's hearts on the other side, he gets like a burst of adrenaline. So let's see. Oh no! Oh no! So I did. Okay, so 1, 2, and then what you do is you replace it with a white one to show that you already did it, because everybody only gets 1. So, oh man. So I killed him. He falls down dead, and then we're like, it's over. We got it. And then he rises again. That's what that mechanism is going to be. So I'm like, oh no. So I'm going to do a weak attack on him because I'm just so exhausted. And I got 1 success. So I do 1 damage to him, but he also manages to attack me. And I thought we won, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. All right, so now I got 2 cards in my hand, and wow, I get 6. I get 6. Okay, so there's only 1 blocking card available. So this is 4 retaliate. So I'm going to buy that. That leaves me with 2. What is the other? Is there anything else with 2 that'll help me defend myself? I'm going to buy these 2 close call cards. All right. Then I put all of these cards back. 0, 0, 0. Guard. Okay. All right. Put that back. And now there is no terror. So what happens when there's no terror? I just want to make sure. Upkeep, reveal final if no terror cards left. So this could get really bad. This could get really bad. All right. Before we're at the top of the round, I see Heroenberg just popped in. So what does Heroenberg have to say? Evening, John. Surprised you're on so late. I work security at a church, which is a gaming night every other week. They play quirky, unusual board games. Going to have to recommend Final Girl to them. Yeah, Final Girl is a fun game, but it's solo only. It's a solo only game, so that's why I like playing it on this. So I mean, I enjoy it. Like I had my friend Adam come over, and I just coached him, and watched him play. But I'm a weirdo, so. I love this game. I really do. If you want to come in and talk, please do. There's the link if anybody wants to pop in. So this is the beginning of the round. Let's see. All right. So it starts with. I don't have any attacks. Damn it. Damn you. All right. So I will focus. I still have 3 dice. So I'm going to focus. 2 successes. The horror goes down 1, but I'm at the lowest it could possibly be. So that means I go up a time. And then the reward for 2 successes is 2 times. So I go up 2. All right. I'm going to play another focus. I am just determined. I am determined to save Claude and Irene. I get 1 success. So I lose a time, but then I go up a time. So that's a wash. And I don't want to, you know what? No, I don't want to spend. Hey, Heroenberg's popping in.
Hail, John.
Hail,
John. I'm good.
How you doing?
Hail. Pretty good, yeah. So I just saw you staying up late here. I just finished watching a Jesse Eisenberg movie. I guess he's been being pushed a little bit in the media. So I watched his latest movie. Anyway, yeah, I was just going to go to sleep, but then I saw you were playing this game late at night here. So how does this work? A solitaire game? Like, how does that even work?
Yeah. It's, well, I guess, just watch from the beginning, but you just follow the rules and you follow the cards and it tells you the rules. But what I like about this game is it's modular. So I know DC Miller has seen me play this game many, many times, but like this is season 1. I'll just show since I'm at the top of the round, but this is the core box. Over here is the core box. I don't want to start moving things around. So this is what you need for every game. Okay. So when you buy, if you buy Final Girl, you're going to get this core box. And then what you do is you buy other box sets. That's supposed to look like VHS tapes.
Right.
And what it does is it gives you a setting and a bad guy. And it's all modular. So you can pick this bad guy for that, so that's one of the things that, like, it's infinite replayability because you could take each box comes with 2 final girls. When a horror movie, there's always 1 girl left. It's called the final girl.
No, I totally understand the final girl concept. Yeah, I was just wondering, like, what do? You just play against the bad guy?
Okay,
and
well,
yeah.
So this is the top of the round. So I'll just watch. So
sure.
This is the horror track. This controls everything. So this is the horror. So right now I've been doing so well that I'm not scared at all. And since I'm not scared, I get to roll 3 dice. Okay. This is how much time I'm allowed. I'm doing so good that I actually have 9 units of time right now. So I'm starting my turn totally not scared and with a lot of time. Okay. Now the bad guy has 1 hit point left, and then Oh, he has 2 hit points left. Okay. I have 3 hit points left, but this is a special hit point. When you lose this, you flip it over, and there may or may not be bonus hit points on the back. So you never know. You could think you're dead, but all of a sudden you pop back to life. That's what already happened. I already killed Inkanyamba, but I flipped over the black token, and there was 3 extra hit points. So just think of like in the horror movie, like you hit Jason in the head, it's finally over. And all of a sudden he jumps up again.
Of
that
course,
already happened.
the jump scare. There
So
is there a jump scare card
right,
or
right. And
function
the
in?
terror deck, well, there's terror cards, and every turn you flip a terror card over, and the terror cards are unique to each monster, and then they're unique to each location. So if you mix things up, you're gonna have a totally different terror deck.
So I have a
And
question. I have a question then. Why couldn't
these terror cards didn't.
oh
Okay, go ahead. What?
oh why couldn't this game be multiplayer where you compete to see who is the final girl? You know what I mean? Rather than
Because it's designed for one person only.
oh okay.
I,
All right.
I
That
don't even know how you would play with people. So
yeah, that
now
mhm.
this is probably going to be the last turn. I'm
Okay.
bragging that I'm going to win. Uh, okay,
Well,
okay, these are the two.
you have a
So I
lot
already
of
started. I
time.
focused. So
You have a lot of time
all
and
right,
your
so I have a lot
enemy
of
has
time.
low hit points. Yeah.
Oh, but I don't have, all I have is a retaliate card. So I can't attack, I can't move, I can't do anything. The cards that I have are the actions that I could do. So I thought
Okay.
I was going to be able to win, so I can't do anything. But I have 9 units of time. So I could buy cards. Not only is this my time, but it's also my currency. So I'm going to buy a critical blow for 6 units of time. So now I'm down to 3. Okay. I'm also going to buy um uh, uh, do I want to buy? See, this is the hard part is you planning everything. So that's, I have 3. So I'm going to buy, geez, I hate wasting. So I have 3 units. So I'm going to buy improvise. Okay. So that's 3. So that puts me to 0. So this is called the planning stage. Once I bought everything, I I could pick up, these cost 0. So these always come back to my hand. Then the cards that I spent go back onto the tableau to be available next turn. I reset this to 6. Now the bad guy's going to go. So the first thing I do is look at the bad guy's power. So each bad guy has different rules. So if his wrath is at 1 or 2, increase his wrath. His wrath is at 6. Then I target the final girl or a victim, and I'm going to do 2 damage to them. So right then and there, he's attacking me. We're in the same spot. So I'm going to take 2 damage. And that's going to be, well, not enough to kill me, but I'm going to play a card now. So I'm going to retaliate. So these blue cards I play on his turn. So I'm going to retaliate. So I get 3 dice because I'm over here. So I'm going to roll 3 dice. And I'm going to play close call. Reroll all dice for 2 time. So I'm down to 4 time on my next turn. So I'm spending time on my next turn. But I'm re-rolling those dice because that just sucked. Okay, so now I got 1 success. And you see these symbols? So this is a success, a star. These symbols means I could discard 2 cards to turn it to another success. So I am going to I'm going to discard 2 walk cards. Okay. So now I have 2 successes. So 2 successes says ignore all damage from the attack and then 2 damage. So boom. I just killed him and win the game.
Oh.
So that's that. Yeah.
Okay, well
So
that definitely makes you the final girl, but you're walking out of the woods with your bloody shovel held high, I guess.
yep,
But who
with
play
Claude
I
and
don't know
Irene's.
Who plays the? I don't understand exactly. How does the bad guy get played? Like you actually play the bad guy as well, or it's just kind of
The board,
random?
the board. I just no. I follow the rules. Um, I'm actually wide awake, so I'm going to reset this and play again. So I'm going to
Hmm.
reset this and play again. All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to reset the whole game. So uh oh, I didn't even get to this.
I, I guess this is not the kind of game that my friends at the gaming night could play since it's only solo. Okay.
yeah. And if you do buy this game, I recommend getting the whole box set because it comes with these bonus tokens. It comes with uh figurines because everything is just like little wooden tokens. But if you buy the box set, it comes with extra stuff. So these this was fun. So I'm gonna just this is rules for the bad guy. I put that there. It's at random. I don't know what it is. And since this is the first time I played, I really don't know what it is. And this is the rules for the month. You'll see when I play. So this says start the my horror starts at 4 and he has 9 hit points. So I'm going to just take this token. This is his special token. I don't know what's on the other side. I'm going to get rid of my special token and put another one for me. I'm Adelaide. I start with 6 hit points. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6.
So
He starts
who is in Kanyamba as far as a character?
DC Miller looked him up, and apparently he's an original character. But the premise is 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The premise is we are in Africa,
Okay.
and this is the sacred groves. This is the location. Okay. This is the sacred groves. This is a little map,
Okay.
and the tribe people try to keep the tourists out, but the tourists keep going there and disturbing the holy sites, and then the Avenger Inkanyamba gets enraged and it starts killing people. And I'm one of the local villagers, but I'm like, these people don't deserve to die. You know what I mean? So what are we doing here? You know, and so I'm the look, this gets set over here. These are items. I'm gonna shuffle the items. So these are all the items. I shuffle them. There's 3 locations where you could search for items. There's 3 holy, and then there's 3 locations to exit the board. And if you lead the victims to safety, you know it's like points because you don't want victims to be on the board because the more the monster kills victims, the more powerful he gets. So by saving victims, you are actually like stealing his ability to level up.
So can you win without killing the monster just by leaving the board with the victims?
No, the only way to win is to defeat the monster. I'm sure
Oh, I
there's a
see.
scenario.
Okay.
You know, let me just set up the board. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just got a really good item. I got an old rifle, so I was able to shoot him from far away. So it made it a little easier. Okay, let's shuffle these events. Some of these events are just nasty. Okay. All right, and then this is the Terror deck. These are the cards that I just played. There's only 10, but notice there's like 30 cards. So there could be different situations. And you know, they're all bad. The Terror deck is always bad, but sometimes because of the setup of the board, it like twice, or I think 3 out of the 10 cards, nothing happened because of the way the board was set up. But you'll see. This game looks confusing. My wife always shakes her head when I play this. I mean, she knows I love this game, but she's like, this is just impossible. But it's really intuitive. DC Miller and who else is watching? Some person they could back me up. So I'm gonna build the Terror deck of 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's that. Then these are the startup cards. So this tells me how to set up the location. So this is me. I don't know if you could see it, but this is Adelaide.
That's your okay character.
That's me. This is Inkanyamba. He's going to be right here in the center of the board, and then put these victims all over the place, according to the setup. There's 2 here.
Oh, you're following a setup you picked from the card. Okay.
Right. Yeah. I randomly set it up. Oh, there's 2 in the Holy Groves, and then I you know me, I like stories, so I start making up a story for them all. Okay. So there seems to be a little bit more. The last setup, I was right next to a bunch of people, so I got to rescue people right away. It was almost like the perfect setup. Okay, so now I just want to show you this. This is the 4th box. So I already played Creech Manor. So this is the Poltergeist. So this is how you read it. The Poltergeist at Creech Manor. What does that sound like? What horror movie does that sound like?
Creech Manor, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Right. That's this was just Poltergeist in a mansion.
Okay.
This one I already played is a Camp Happy Trails. This is Hans the Butcher at Camp Happy Trails. What is this? That's Friday the 13th.
Oh, that's Friday the 13th. Okay. Oh, the camp. Yes, yes. Okay.
Right. And this is Dr. Fright on Maple Lane.
So okay, so that's that is Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, and this is the 4th box. So this is the Sacred Groves. What's this is? DC Miller says, I never play games, which is a fault because I have a son who'd probably like them, but I want Final Girl, maybe just because the packaging. Yeah, and there's 3 seasons, so
so you're saying that it's,
if you could see,
based on those 3 movies.
See that?
Yeah. Okay.
This is the box, and over there there's another box that's still in the cardboard of season 3, and then so I'm still playing through season 1. You know, I know season 2 has like werewolves and zombies, and so I just think it's so much fun. So now I set it up. I'm gonna show you the rules. We saw all the rules except for one because we killed them just before. But when the terror deck, there's 10 cards. When the terror deck runs out, Inkanyamba gets extra powers. So we killed him right before he got his extra powers. What is okay, DC Miller's been doing research for me. Well, Inkanyamba is a cryptid snake creature, but the game storyline itself is original, as in not based on a movie. Yeah, so this one's not based on a movie. You know, I guess they just wanted to have an African setting. You know, but it's still fun. I thought I watched all you Final Girl vids, but I think I missed you playing the Poltergeist one. I don't know if I filmed myself playing the Poltergeist one. I don't know. That one was rough. That one I don't even know if I beat. I don't know if I even beat that one. That one was really, really rough. Okay, so the first thing you do is you start the game with all of these 0 cost cards. So this is your basic hand. So I have focus. I have 2 focus. I have a short rest, weak attack, walk and walk. I don't think I need to explain these cards. They're pretty self-explanatory. So the first thing I want to do, so now I'm going to start. This is all the rules to the game right here. The rest of the book just explains it. It's really, really intuitive. So, okay, so I'm over here. What I want to do is I'm going to try to start rescuing people. All right. So I'm going to play a walk card. Okay. So this card says walk. Right now, My terror level is over here, so I get 2 dice. Okay? Just stop me if I'm not making any sense and you want me to clarify something. Hey, Caleb, how you doing? Caleb. So I'm going to roll 2 dice. Okay, I don't know if you could see that, but I got a star and I got the symbol for 2 cards. So I could discard another card to I could discard 2 cards to turn that into a success. So I don't need a short rest because I'm fully healed and I don't have a weak attack. I mean, because he's not near me. So I'm going to discard these 2 cards and now I have 2 successes. So 2 successes, I can move 2 spaces, but I burn 1 time. So now my time is at 5 instead of 6, but I get to move 2 spaces. So I'm going to move over here, and then I'm going to move up here. Now I am in a spot with a victim. The victims will now follow me. So I am their leader. So I'm going to play I'm going to play a focus.
So as soon as you land on a space with the victim starts following you?
Yeah. I'm the main character. And I always name them and give them stories, and then when they die, I'm like, no, Gloria. In some of the scenarios, like Frightmare on Maple Lane, one of the events is this is your girlfriend. And so as long as your girlfriend's with you, you get an extra dice. But if she dies, you lose morale and things like that. So of course, I turn it into a story. Hey, David. So let's acknowledge the chat. We got Caleb. How you doing, Caleb? How's everything? Good to see you. David, how's everybody? Yeah, late night role-playing games. Well, it's a tabletop game, but I turned it into a role-playing game because that's the kind of person I am. So I'm playing focus. So right now, okay, calm down. I'm telling this victim, Gloria, calm down. Calm down, Gloria. And I got 1 success. Okay, I'm not going to discard any other cards. So 1 success means I reduce the terror. So the terror goes from 4 to 3, but I burn another time. Okay, that goes into the discard pile. I have another focus card. I might as well play it. So the more things you do, the more time you use. You don't buy cards. Okay, I got 1 success. So a terror goes down. Again, I was trying to get it into green because then I could roll 3 dice. But, I burn a time. So I'm down to 3 time. And now the last card that I have is walk. So I'm going to play walk. I have 2 dice. And I totally failed. And I don't have any cards to discard. So totally failed means I can move up to 1 space and I take a damage. And I lose 2 time. Or I don't move, don't take any damage, and just lose 2 time. So I'm going to move 1 space. So now I got 2 victims with me, but that cost me health. So we were walking through the dark and I tripped on something. You know what I mean? That's how I adjust the story. Now I have 3 time to buy cards. One of the things I always like to have is a guard card. This is, you see how it's blue? Blue cards I play on the monster's turn to protect myself.
What happens? Isn't the Inkanyamba moving around while you're moving around too?
Not yet. I go and then the monster goes. So I'm finishing up my turn. So This cost me 2. So the time goes down to 1. So now I can only buy 0 cost cards, which I use. There are none available, or a 1 cost card. So that's what I do. So after I bought all my cards, I reset this back to 6. I take all my discard cards. I put them back into the tableau so they're available to buy next turn. And now the monster goes. Okay. So now you're going to witness the monster's turn. So Inkanyamba, however you say his name, if his wrath is at 1 or 2, increase his wrath. Okay, so let's look at the wrath board. So his wrath is at 1. So I need to increase it by 1. Okay. You don't do anything until it says unleash. So it doesn't say unleash. So it's just building up. His wrath is building up in power. Okay, then it says, oh, I'm holding it up, but okay, so let's get the board. Then it says target the final girl or a victim and then kill them. But there's no, it doesn't say move. So in his spot, if there was a me or a victim, he would just do damage to him, and he does 1 damage. All victims just die with 1 hit point. So nothing happened. So we're getting off easy right now. But we flip over a terror card. Okay. And we just read the tarot card, do exactly what it says. No one will notice if I break off one of these pretty branches. No, don't do that. We it's these tourists are desecrating the sacred burial ground or whatever. So increase the divine wrath by the number of victims at holy spaces. So I don't know if you can see the board, but these 2 are in a holy space. So I got to increase the divine wrath by 2. So it's at 1. So now it's at 3.
Oh, that's it. None of the other victims did anything wrong. Just those 2.
Right.
Huh? Okay.
Just Claude and Irene. Claude and Irene.
Okay.
They're the ones that are always causing trouble. I like to name them. So Claude and Irene, look at this. I'm going to break this. No, don't do it. And then it says unleash. So now I go to unleash yellow. So this is the killer's wrath. This is the god's wrath from the sacred ground. So now I unleash. This is a horror symbol. So like just think in the movie like it. So things are getting scarier. So now my horror goes from 2 to 3. Things are getting scary.
That was some good delay right there.
Okay. Oh, you didn't hear what I said?
No, I meant you made a good delay on the effect.
Oh, okay. So then it says place 2 new victims at the holy groves. So now 2 other people wander in, and the holy groves are over here. So now the people that broke the sticks, other people show, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be stomping. Well, you're stomping. So now there's 4 people in the sacred spot. That is not good. All victims adjacent to holy groves move there. Oh my God. So now these people are adjacent to the holy groves. So now there's 8 people in the holy groves.
Sounds like some maximum desecration going on there.
Right. Maximum desecration is happening. What is David? I got Robotech Tactics and Robotech. Oh, cool. I always liked Robotech. I haven't played Robotech or seen a cartoon or read a comic since I was a kid. Okay, so that was the whole bad guy's turn. Okay. So now it is the refresh phase. Okay. If there was no more terror cards, but you see there's 9 terror cards left, then we would release the finale. But the finale doesn't happen. Hey, Dave is here. Hey, Dave, how you doing? I'm going to be doing a launch party for Dave's Comic Saturday night at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time. Dave, you want to come in?
Is that Perfect 10?
Yeah.
The next volume of Perfect 10?
Dave, yeah. Yeah. Dave, you want to come in? Here is for anybody to come in and talk. It's it's 2:30 in the morning. All right, so now it is the top of the round. So I only have guard and close.
Not 2:30 in the Netherlands, so.
Right. Oh, Dave's at work right now. That's right. Dave's at work. Okay. I'm at play. So these are the only 2 cards I have. I could guard and re-roll dice. So I can't really do anything. So my turn is pretty easy. But I didn't spend any time. So I have 6 units of time to buy cards. So I will I am going to buy sprint for 2. So now I have 4 units of time. Right. So now I have 4. And I will buy Furious Strike. So now if I find myself in a spot with Inkanyamba, I could actually do some damage. The good thing is I get all these 0 cards back finally. So next turn. So it seems it's almost like in this game, every other turn is good. And then I reset this back to 6. And now Ink, I can never say this, Ink and Yamba goes. So the first thing, this rules just tells me what he could do. If his wrath is at 1 or 2, increase his wrath. So his wrath is at 2, so I increase his wrath to 3. But I don't unleash his wrath until it tells me to unleash his wrath. Then target myself or a victim and then murder them. But he hasn't moved yet. There's nobody in his spot. So far, so good. But now we got, these purple cards are terrible. Minor dark power. So he's getting a power up. Once during each upkeep, make a horror roll. If I get a star, no effect. If I get no successes, his wrath goes up and he gets 2 extra hit points. Damn it. So he just got to level up. So you put these over here. So he has a dark extra power. So he's just, that sucks. This is only the second time I played this scenario, so I don't know these cards. So I kind of like getting surprised. Like, I know some people open up and read every card and then plan an optimal turn. I don't want to do that. I want to learn the game as I play it.
So the hit points are those little hearts then?
Yes.
He certainly has a lot of them right now.
Right now he has 11 hit points right now, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hit points. Okay. So that was his whole turn. So far he hasn't moved yet. So far he hasn't moved yet. That's fine. He could stay there as far as I'm concerned. So now it's my turn. I got to use his dark power. During the upkeep phase, which we are now in, I make a horror roll. Okay. Make a horror roll. So 2 dice. 1 success, no effect. Okay, that's good. That's good. So, okay, so that's fine. All right. Now I go. All right. What do I want to do? I am going to focus. Okay, so I'm going to focus. I get 2 dice. And I got 1 success. Okay. So 1 success means I reduce the horror. So the horror is at 3. It goes to 2. I'm still not in the green zone where I want to be, because then I get 3 dice. But I lose a time. So I took some time to breathe, calm down. I have another focus card. I'm going to play that. Roll 2 dice. So now I got no successes, but I could so I'm going to play close call. Reroll all dice for 2 time. 1, 2. So I get to reroll these dice. And I got no successes, and there's nothing I could do about it. So no successes is I just lose 2 time. So I'm at 1 time. That really, really, really sucks. So
so the villain is breathing down your neck now.
Right. Yeah. I'm like, what I picture is I'm arguing with these people. We have to go now. And they're just like, yeah, but I saved up all this money for this trip to Africa. No, we got to go. You know what I mean? That's how I picture it. So we're going to run. So I talked him into running.
I forgot my souvenirs in the grove. I got to go back, get my souvenirs.
So I got 1 success with the sprint. So I lose. So I'm at 0 time. So I'm not going to be able to buy any cards, but I can move 2 spaces. So, and when I move, they follow me. So 1, 2. This, I don't know if you could see, but this is a green exit site. So I just saved these 2. They leave the board.
Oh, good for them.
And yeah, so I saved them. So this is my card. So I could put them, you see how the spaces, I could cover up the spaces and get a reward. So I am going to cover up this. This reduces the horror. So now I'm in the green zone, and I'm going to put this here and cement that I'm in the green zone. You know what I mean? I want 3 dice. The more dice you roll, the better your odds at success. So those two people left. They're saved. They're not going to die. I already saved two people. He hasn't killed anybody yet. So these are the cards.
He's still just standing there.
Right. I have 0 time left. I have a card that can protect myself. I kind of want to play this walk, but the dangerous thing is I don't have any time. So if I spend time, horror increases. You know what I mean? There's no waste. Like you don't just like, oh, I got no time, so I'm just going to play this card. Oh, I lost time, whatever. There's still a penalty. So I'm going to end my turn here. I have 0 time, so I can't buy any cards. So this just resets. These cards go back into the deck. Next turn, I'll get them back. Now Inkanyamba goes. So the terror is at 3, so I don't increase the terror. He targets me or a victim and then attacks. But so far, he hasn't moved. So that's pretty good. But I don't think our luck is going to hold up. So just let me carve my initials right here. So now they're having a party over here in the sacred spot. Like they're just carving away at the idols.
They're desecrating it.
Yeah, yep. They're just desecrating. They're having, like you said, it's a desecration party. So increase the divine wrath by the number of victims at sacred spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we were at 3. We go to all the way to 10.
Oh, that's maximum wrath.
Oh my God! Then we unleash the wrath of the god. This is terrible. Discard all action cards except atonement and decrease the divine wrath by the number of cards discarded. So I got to get rid of 10 cards, and I don't have any atonement cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I lost all my cards because these idiots are having a desecration party. The only good thing is it goes down to 4, the divine wrath. Then place 2 new victims at the sacred shrine. So people are just showing up. So now we got 2 new people just wandering over here. All victims adjacent to the sacred shrine move there. Oh my God. It's a desecration party. That's the name of this adventure. All right. I have no cards. There's nothing I could do. And now that was Inkanyamba's turn, right? So now it's my turn. All right. On the good side, I'm not too scared. On the bad side, I have no freaking cards. So all of these cards, including that great card that I bought, are not available for me to buy. So I have 6 currency. So I'm going to buy Retaliate because you always want to have a blue card in your hand. Okay. I'm also going to buy. So that leaves me with 2 time left. I'm going to buy a Sprint. Okay. So that's 6 cards. Boom. I get these 2 focuses back because they're 0 cards. And then these cards go back into the pool for next turn. I could purchase them, but that just totally stunk. So now you understand how nobody else can play. There's no room for another player. So now we're back to Inkanyamba.
Huh.
Okay, so he targets, but he hasn't moved. He hasn't moved. I guarantee you this is a move card. This has to be a move card. Yeah, okay. Wrath of Opportunity. So unleash his wrath. Okay, so you see that? So I go to the red chart. And keep in mind, this power is unique to this character. Okay, so unleash his wrath. So his wrath is horror increases. So they're having desecration parties. This guy's just getting pissed. And something in the air is making it scary. So I was at 0 horror. Now I'm at 1. Did you see I moved that up? And then it says...
Well, you're still in the safety zone.
I'm still in the safety zone. That's why I did overkill. It says increase the killer's wrath equal to the number of action cards in my hand. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this goes, his horror goes from 3 to 7. Okay. And then, so you see, this is the gods got a little satisfied, by doing all that stuff to me, but he personally is getting pissed. He's just getting pissed. All of these people just coming around and desecrating the sacred land. So now he's going to target.
He is the instrument of the god's wrath, then, yes?
Absolutely. Yes.
So this is similar to, because I just watched Craven the other night, and then I looked up the whole thing with Calypso and her grandma, and the potion he gets and all that, and it has to do with the Loas, who are the voodoo spirits who the gods give power to them, so they're kind of the instrument of the gods. And
I think it's season 2.
Yeah,
in season 2, I think there's voodoo stuff. I think there's a voodoo story. It's set in Louisiana or Haiti.
So either in Haiti or in Africa. In Africa, they're called the Orishas, right? In West Africa. So in either case, what they do is they pray to the intercessors of the gods, which is like Papa Legba or
that's what
right.
That's what he is in this game. He's the
he's like a Papa Legba figure. Yeah.
So now we did all this. So now he's going to target a victim, and now he's going to move. So we look at this chart right over here. He gets to move 2 spaces. Now he only needs to move 1 space. So he finally moved, and then he kills. So he kills the new people. So this guy dies. It goes into the dead pool right over here. So there's a little spot that shows where they dead.
Dead pool.
And yeah, so now whenever they die, this blood splatter goes up. And then we look at this. It says, oh my God. Increase the divine wrath by all the victims in sacred spaces. We have 8, 9. So this goes all the way up to 10. So the gods weren't satisfied for very long. They're like, okay, you desecrated. Leave. Oh, you're not leaving. Okay, we're getting pissed again.
The gods must be crazy.
Right. Oh, the people are crazy. All right. So now every time he kills, this chart goes up and he gets more and more powerful. So that's why you want to get rid of all the victims. The victims are just fuel. DC Miller says, could riff on Serpent and the Rainbow with the Heishi. Yeah, I think in the next box, I don't want to look because I like being surprised. Do you ever play board games with somebody and they know all the cards, they memorized everything? I don't like doing that. Like, when you play a lot, you get familiar with the game, but I like being surprised. So now it is
DC,
my
you could
turn.
I was going to say with DC, he could riff on the Serpent and the Rainbow, but these days in Haiti, like there's a lot of other things to cause abject terror.
You robot. Repeat yourself because you roboted.
Oh no, I was saying he said you could riff on the Serpent and the Rainbow with the Haiti setting, right, with the voodoo, but these days in Haiti, there's literal gangs that will hunt you down and cause a lot of terror that way too. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to play a focus card. I got 3 dice. I want to get into the safety zone. Like I'm still in the green, but I'd like to be, at 0 horror. So I'm not too scared right now, and I got 1 success. I'll take it. So I go over here once, but I burn a time, so I'm at 5 time. So this card goes into the discard pile. I'm going to play another focus card with 3 success. Oh, I forgot to do his dark power. So this is his dark power. 1 success, nothing happens. Okay, so now this is the focus. Oh, damn you. Okay, so I just lose 2 time. And I wasted that card. All right, so now I'm going to sprint.
You had no success on that roll, yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm going to sprint. I'm gonna start running.
Run, run,
And
run. Run,
I got
Forrest.
I got no successes. Damn you. So no successes. I can move one space, take a damage, and lose 2 time, and then it's the end of my turn. Or I could take a damage and lose 2 time. So either way, I'm taking a damage. So I might as well move one space. So I'm over here. I take a damage, and I lose 2 time. That just really, really sucked. All right.
And now you're
And
tripping.
then
You're tripping over stuff in the woods as you're
right,
running away.
I'm running in the dark. So I get my 0-point cards back, and I have 1 currency. So I'm gonna go to 0, and I'm gonna take one of these close calls because they're the only 1-point cards. Reset this back to 6, and now Inkanyamba is gonna go. These cards go back into the tableau to be purchased later. So now, again, I don't have to increase his wrath, but I target a victim and then kill him. So he kills this guy at the sacred shrine. Okay, so that guy dies. He goes up. So he
goes into the dead zone.
Yeah. So now there's 2 dead people.
You can't use the word. You can't use the word Deadpool because Rob Liefeld might sue you. So be careful.
Yeah. If I climb on top of that statue, oh, listen to this card. I love the titles of the card. If I climb on top of that statue, I could get a killer selfie. So increase the divine wrath by. So the divine wrath is already at the maximum. Oh God. Unleash the divine wrath. So discard all action cards except for atonement. So I lose all my cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. It goes down to 4.
You got to wonder, don't these tourists hire any native guides to tell them not to do stuff like that?
Apparently didn't.
Apparently
Place
not.
2 new victims at the burial ground. So 2 new people show up. 2 more potential dead people.
Rutro
at the burial ground. So 2 more people show up. See, Gene, this is the place I was telling you about. Isn't this quaint? So they're at the burial ground. Oh man! So I have no cards.
Who just shows up? Thurston and Lovey show up. They don't know what's going on.
They don't know what's going on. So now I got to roll for his, because this is the refresh phase. I got to roll for his dark power. Okay, I got a success. Nothing happened. Okay, so now it is my turn. I have 6. I have no cards, so I literally can't do anything. So I get these 2 0-point cards back, and I have 6 currency to buy other cards. So I'm going to buy 2 guard cards. So that leaves me with 2 and a sprint. Okay, so and now Inkanyamba goes. So I'm having the last game. I was wondering if I was playing correctly because it was so easy. This game, oh my God, this is rough. This is rough. So now he's going to go. There's nobody to kill, so that doesn't do anything. So we roll this terror card. I don't know how, but we've angered him. Yeah, they're having a desecration party over here, and then somebody realizes that there might be a problem, but he's targeting me. So you see that symbol? That means he's targeting me. So he ignores everybody else, and he takes the quickest route to me. And because of the murder track is over here, he gets 3 spaces to get to me. So 1, 2, 3. So he gets to my space, and then he attacks twice, each attack doing 1 damage.
Oh, so the stabbing takes place.
The stabbing takes the stabbing. Luckily, I got 2 cards. So, but each knife is a separate attack. Okay?
Stabby bunny.
So I'm going to play this guard card against his first attack. I get 3 dice. Okay. I get 1 success. Reduce the damage by 2. So he comes and stabs me. I block it. Boom. Okay. Now his second knife, because each knife symbol is a separate attack. So now I'm going to guard against the separate attack. I roll 3 dice. I get 1 success. I reduce the damage. So he is in my spot, and I'm just superheroing, blocking and blocking and blocking. So that was pretty. So, like I said, always it's. I learned the hard way. Always have a blue card. Now, here's the bad thing. There's no blue cards available. All the blue cards are in the discard pile because of that Divine Wrath from last time. So I am totally vulnerable next round. All right. So now it's the refresh phase. Yeah, let me just finish a whole turn before I get distracted. I got a roll. I got 1 success. His dark power doesn't affect me. It is now a new round. Okay. So what were you going to say?
No, I said you're all out of ninja skills.
Right. So what I'm going to do now is I have 3 dice. I'm going to let's go. Let's just run, everybody. Go. He's in our spot. We can't deal with this. So I need a lot of successes here. I got 1 success. Let's see. I could discard 2 cards to make it 2 successes. So 2 spaces.
You would think that the victims would be running in every direction.
So, but watch this killer move, okay?
Okay.
So I don't know if you could see the dice. So I got 1 star. That's 1 success. 1 success is move 2 spaces. This symbol means I could discard 2 cards to turn it to success. I'm going to discard these 2 focus cards. So now I got 2 successes. Move 3 spaces and burn 1 time. So I'm down to 5 time, but I could move 3 spaces. So when I move, they move with me. So these guys go here. That's 1. Now everybody moves with me. 2, 3. This is an exit space. I just saved everybody here.
Yay!
So I'm
yeah,
going to place.
You also put distance between you and the killer.
Right, but more importantly, I took away all of his ability because I don't think there's going to be any more cards that are going to pop up victims. So I think I permanently handicapped him. So more importantly, so this goes here.
He has no wrath to draw on anymore because there's no desecration.
I get 2 time. I go here. This is another 2 time. And then here I get to move 1 space. So I'm going to move over here. And I still get, so now these
what
guys.
What happens when you fill out your entire Adelaide card?
I flip it over and I get her superpower.
Oh, she's okay.
Decrease 1 type of wrath to 1, recover all your hit points, or take up to 6 cost worth of action cards into your hand. I'm going to take 6 cards into my hand. I'm going to take critical blow. Okay. So I could potentially do a lot of damage to him. That was for free. Okay. So now, but for each additional victim, reduce the horror. So look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I am at I get to reduce the horror. I'm at maximum. So I get 9. I am at 18. So I have 18 time to prepare. So I can
when you can't go any lower in horror, then you go higher in time. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Everything is always accounted for. So I'm going to take the 2 account. So that's 4. So that leaves me at 14. 14. I'm going to take another sprint. That brings me to 12. I'm going to take a furious strike. That brings me to 8. I'll take a distraction. That brings me to 5. I'll take a search. I got 3 more left, and I'll take improvise. Okay, so reset that. It's at the end of the round. I got a roll for his dark power. I got no successes, so increase his personal wrath by 1. So his wrath is at 8. That could be really, really bad because I have like this ultimate hand of cards.
And he still has all his hit points.
Yes, he has all his hit points, and there's only 2 more victims. So I kind of handicapped him by. That was the one good thing about everybody congregating. So now I got to put these cards back. Now the only bad thing is I don't have any retaliation cards. I don't have any protect myself cards. So if he gets to me, he's just gonna he could kill me. No, he can't kill me. Maybe let me see. Do I have any protection cards? No, I don't. I don't have any protection cards. Who's calling me? Oh, okay. All right. It's people on Twitter are liking my stuff. Okay. So it's the top it's his turn. It's his turn. So that he kills who's in a spot. There's nobody in a spot. We reveal a terror card. Punishment of the gods. Unleash the divine wrath. So unleash the divine wrath right now is discard 1 random action card. So I'm just going to shuffle, and this card. What did I lose? Critical blow. Oh, that was the best card. And then it says unleash again. So I got to do it again.
Divine wrath. Is that like Zeus throwing a thunderbolt, kind of?
Yeah, I can't believe I lost critical blow, and I lost a search. Okay, then he's going to target me or the victim, whoever's closer. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so me, he moves 3 spaces, and then he attacks me for 1 damage, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm taking a damage. And an event. So we got an event card. Closed for, here it is. Closed for maintenance. Thank God there's 1 less sacred space for these jabronis to defile. When this card is revealed, you may discard all action cards except atonement to close a sacred space. If you do, place a close token on the sacred space of your choice. I'm not going to do that. There's not too many victims.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering what exactly atonement means in this case here, because I saw the card that was labeled atonement. I'm like, what does that even mean?
Atonement means you pray and the wrath goes down.
Okay.
I haven't played them any yet because I didn't really need to yet. And
so you're appeasing
victims may no longer move to the space for any reason, and you and your enemy.
Okay.
Right. So I'm not discarding all of these cards. There's no way. And there's only 2 victims, so whatever. So all right, now it's the between. I gotta worry about his dark power. I got a success, so don't worry about it. And now it's my turn again. So now see I have 2 atonement cards. Okay, so I'm not playing it. Oh, let me turn this up here. Okay, so I am going to I'm going to improvise. Okay, so improvise. I roll 3 dice. I got 2 successes. Until this action phase ends, all 3s and 4s are also successes. So that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to play Atonement. I'm just leaving this card out to remind myself. I'm playing Atonement. I got 3 successes. Decrease either his wrath or the god's wrath to 1. So I'm decreasing his wrath to 1. Okay, that goes away. I have a second Atonement. I'm going to play that. Okay, of course, that's a total failure. Total failure means the horror goes up by 1 and I lose 2 time. All right, so I prayed poorly. All right, and now I'm gonna play Distraction. I got 2 successes.
You're losing your religion a little bit there.
Yeah, so this goes like this goes like this, and then I get another 2. So I distracted him, and while he's distracted, I'm going to do a Furious Strike. Look, they're carving their initials in the sacred tree.
Look over there.
God, and I get one success because of the improvise. So one success is I do 1 damage to him, so he's going to lose a hit point. The horror goes decreased by 1, but it's already at the lowest, so I get an extra time. But it's the end of my turn. This X means there's nothing else I could do, which sucks because I was going to run away after I attacked him. Okay, so I have 8 time to buy cards.
So you guys are still fighting there.
Right. So we're still. So I'm buying retaliate for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna buy a guard for 2, and then I'll buy another guard for 2. It's always good to have these cards. So that's all the cards that I could buy. This goes back to 6. I get my 0-point cards back into my hand, and then I put these cards back. I'm still so mad that critical blow got discarded. That it's like you don't get to have that card too often in your hand. So now he goes. So if his wrath is at 1 or 2, increase his wrath. So I increase his wrath to 2. Then he attacks me because we're in the same spot. So he's going to attack me for 1 damage. I will play retaliate. Okay, because I knew that was going to happen. So I get to roll 3 dice. Oh, this card is gone. Improvise goes here, and at the end of the turn, it goes here. Okay, so oh my God, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So I will discard 2 focus cards to get 1 success. Reduce the damage from the attack by 2, so I don't take any damage, but he takes a damage. So he goes to attack me. I block it and counter strike him. All right. Now we play terror. The fickle temper. Roll a horror roll. So I get 3 dice. A horror roll just means roll the dice. 2 successes. Choose either his wrath or the divine wrath to decrease by half, rounded up. So the divine wrath will go down to 2. So both of the wraths are at 2. Then he's going to target. So he's sick of me. He's sick of fighting me. He's going to target a victim, and he's going to move 3 spaces towards that victim the closest way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So either way, he's going to be 1 space away. So he goes through the holy groves, and then he makes an attack, but there's nobody in his space. So do you see how the game works? Do you see how he's controlled by the cards?
Yes. He's controlled by the cards and the dice too. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So there's and each scenario has specific rules for them. You know, like this divine wrath and killer wrath. It's pretty cool. Now that I see how it works, it's pretty cool. All right. So now it's my turn. All right. So I will do a short rest. Okay. I roll 3 dice, and I'm out of breath. These wounds hurt like hell, but I've got to take a break, even if it kill. Wait, what am I saying? Oh, that's right. I got to take a long. So, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I think I'll hide behind this tree for a minute.
Yeah. So I hid behind the tree and fell asleep.
Uh-oh.
So I got no successes. So I get 1 hit point back. The horror goes up 1. I lose a time, and then that's the end of my turn. That's how bad I did. Okay, all these cards go here, and I have 5 to purchase new cards. I have 5, so I will buy a Furious Strike and a Close Call. Okay, that sucked. That was the most anticlimactic turn of all time. Now he goes. So if the terror is at 1 or 2, increase the terror. So his wrath is up to 3. Then he targets a victim, but there's nobody in the spot, so he doesn't kill. So terror. Wrath of the Defilers. So unleash his wrath. So his wrath tells me to increase the horror. So I'm out of the green zone. That sucks. Oh my God. Increase his wrath equal to the number of victims that have been saved. So his wrath goes right to 10.
So he's really mad. He's really mad that you rescued the victims
Yeah.
and made them escape his
Um,
wrath. So it just gets him madder even.
right.
Okay.
So he's getting pissed off that these people they had a defile party and got away.
They did.
He takes that personally. He takes that personally.
Blasphemy.
So now
I say.
So now he's going to target the victims. So he moves into the space and he kills one of them.
Thou hast blasphemed.
So this goes. Okay. So now this card goes over there. Now, whenever he kills a victim and there's a survivor in his space, they panic. So you roll the dice and 4. So this victim runs up there. So that victim panicked. It really sucks when he kills somebody in my space because then all the people panic and they scatter away from me. So that, luckily that hasn't happened yet.
You lose the charisma.
Yeah. Well, they're scared. Jason just jumps out and kills somebody. Everybody runs.
They can't stand the sight of blood.
So now I only get 2 dice now because the horror is I'm in the white zone instead of the green zone, and I got 1 success, so I don't have to worry about his dark power. All right, so now it's my turn. All right, I want to kill him. It's the only way to win. So I don't have any search cards. So this just really sucks. So I'm going to sprint. I'm going to try to save that person because I'm a good person.
You're a good person.
And I totally fail. I totally fail. So that sucks. So I'm going to move here. Okay. I take a damage and I lose 2 time. And that's the end of my turn because I totally failed. So see this X? If there's an X, that means I can't do anything else. All right. So now the thing is I ended at a searchable spot. So I'm going to take these 2 search cards and hope to get something good next turn. All right. Then I put these cards back. Sprint, short rest, retaliate. The only bad thing now is if he chooses to come after me, I don't think I have any. Oh, I do have guard cards. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. So pretty much, I bet you he's going to kill that guy. So now he goes. His wrath is the worst it's ever going to be. He doesn't get to move. Oh, crap. I forgot to unleash his power. So he's at this level right here, and this unlocks his dark power. At the end of upkeep, make a horror roll. Okay, so I gotta do that. So let's make that because that was supposed to happen last turn. So I gotta make a horror roll. Oh my god. Okay, it's success. Nothing happened. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. So now
hail to old dirty fatty.
Hey, old dirty. How you doing, dirty fatty? How's everything, buddy? So this is the last terror card. So chances are we're gonna see what happens because I killed him before I got to unleash his superpower. Punishment or mercy. Do the following based on the current level of killer's wrath. Okay, so this is odd. He's satiated, so he goes back. His wrath goes down to 1. Oh, so he decided to have mercy.
His
so
anger has been quelled.
Right, he got to kill somebody, and that satisfied him. That satisfied him.
Yes.
All right. So now I gotta roll for that.
That's like the Roman emperor with his thumb up or down in the arena, punishment or mercy.
Right. So I failed. So his wrath is he's getting a little mad again. So now it's my turn. All right. So I am in the lost and found. So I'm going to search. Well, let's see. before I do that, oh, I don't have any focus cards. Okay. I don't have any healing cards. All right, so I'm going to search. All right. So I'm going to search. I'm at the lost and found. Let's see. Are you kidding me?
What are you searching for?
There's cards that could give, like last game I found a rifle and I was able to shoot him from a distance.
Oh, you're searching for items that can
Yeah.
help you. Okay. I thought you were searching for victims. Okay.
So I failed. Do I want to? Oh, I'm gonna spend close call, so I get to re-roll my dice for 2 time. So I'm at 4. I forgot to reset it, so I get to re-roll. So this is just a Hail Mary. Oh my god. Oh my. So I'll discard a weak attack and a walk to get 1 success. So 1 success is I burn a time, and I get the top item in the card, a tribal mask. Why should the maniacs have all the fun with masks? When you receive damage, choose his wrath or the divine wrath to decrease by the amount of damage received. So cool. Okay, so I don't have to put it in my hand. So these I could have up to 4 items.
Does this tribal mask provide you with like wards of protection, or does it give you powers?
Whenever I take damage, it soothes the gods in him. So his wrath goes down by how much damage I take. I don't. I guess he thinks whatever. I don't know. I look like people from his tribe or remind him of the gods or whatever. Okay, so I have 1 more search card. I might as well search again.
You remind him of a man with power, the power of hoodoo.
Okay, so I found another thing. Incense. Apparently the gods like nice smelling smoke. Hey, whatever works.
They do.
Whenever the killer wrath or the divine wrath increases by 1 less. Okay, cool. So, and that stays. Okay. All right. So I was searching around. Now I'm going to walk. You know what? I'm not even going to walk because I'm just going to burn time and he's going to kill. No, I'm going to walk because I could potentially get there. I could potentially get to him. And I potentially not. So I just lose 2 time because I'm not taking any damage. So I get lost in the dark. I guess wearing a mask in the dark is not the smartest thing to do. Oh,
well,
I got it.
Unless it gives you the power to see, like nocturnal vision, then
Okay, so I have 1 time, so I'm going to get back my 0 point, and I'm going to take a close call because that's the only thing that I could afford. And then these cards will go back. Okay, and now it is his turn. So, okay, so I'm just looking to make sure I follow the rules. So his power, he kills anybody in his spot. There's no terror card left. So we take this card and we flip it over. We are now in the finale. So every turn we get this. This is going to be bad. So okay, so a violent tantrum. So we unleash his wrath, we increase his wrath by 3. He attacks, he targets, he moves, he attacks, and then unleash the divine wrath. So this is just insanity. All right. So he just becomes the Tasmanian devil of murder right now. All right. So okay, so unleash the his wrath. So it says increase by 2. 2. Okay. Then increase by 3. Oh wow. 1, 2, 3.
Or he hulks out a little bit.
Right. So now he's going to target whoever's closer. He's going to target this. And then he's going to kill. That pushes this up. Increase by all the number of victims. There are no more victims. So unleash his unleash his. Oh, so I lose 2 time, and then I increase by 1. But whatever. Oh, okay, cool. Whatever things get increased because the incense, everything gets 1 less. Okay, so that okay, that's good. So it increased by 1, so it doesn't go up. Okay, all right. So the incense is helping me. All right. There we go. Now it's between phases, so I gotta roll 2 dice.
I see
No
three.
success.
See 3 pieces on the board, though. I thought you were the final girl. There's no more victims.
Right. So I'm the last person.
The
Yeah.
last person. Oh, there's only 2 pieces. I thought there was 3. Never mind. Okay, there's just 2. Yeah.
There's just 2. That's me and that's him.
Okay, got it.
So now it's my turn, and I'm starting my turn with only 3 time because all of the divine wrath. So I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna focus. 1 success. All right, so that puts me in the green zone, but I lose a time. Okay. I'm gonna focus again, but I get 3 dice. So I get 2 successes, so this goes over here, and I get 2 time. Nice. I'm gonna go for a short rest with 3 dice. I need to heal. Need to heal because I only have 2 hit points out of 6, and I totally fail. So I'm gonna play close call. That lets me reroll all my dice. That cost me 2 time, and I totally fail. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm not discarding any of these cards, so I totally fail. So I heal 1, the
It's like
horror
Snake
goes up,
Eyes.
and I lose a time, and then it's the end of my turn. So I have 1. So all I could do is get this close call, but I get my 0-point cards back. This goes here, this goes here, this goes here, and now he goes. So now, like you said, he hulks out. So increase the no, unleash. So I unleash his wrath. So he's targeting me, and he's moving 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. So
Yes, Unleash. You know who
so
had
he
a character named Unleash, right?
who?
Don Simpson.
Oh, okay. And now he attacks me. So he's going to do 2 damage, but I will block. Well, I'll try to block. So I'm going to try to guard myself against his attack. Okay. I get 1 success, so I reduce the damage. So I block it. Okay. Now I increase by 3, but I have incense, so it only increases by 2. Okay. Then, what does that say? Then he attacks me again. So I block. I hope I block it. Nice. I ignore all the damage. Good. And then unleash the divine wrath. I lose 2 time. Oh, that sucks because I'm at 0, so that means my horror goes like that. And then increase horror by 1, but I have the incense, so it doesn't go up. Okay, I survived. I didn't think I was going to survive. I did not think I was going to survive. So now, I got to roll for his dark power. 1 success, nothing happens. Okay, I'm just, like I said, I'm obsessed with playing a perfect game, and so far I'm doing it really good. I made 1 little minor mistake that I was able to correct. So, okay, so now we are in the same spot. So I will do a weak attack. Okay, we are in the same spot. I only get 2 dice. Can I focus or anything? No, I can't. Okay. Totally whiffed. I totally whiffed. Unbelievable. I think I'm going to die now. Oh, close call. Close call. So I'm going to play close call. All right, so I'm going to re-roll that.
Uh-oh. Horror's up at 4.
2 successes. Yes. So I do 1 damage to him. All right. I do 1 damage to him. But I will also play Furious Strike. Okay. one success. One success is 1 damage to him. The horror goes down, and it's the end of my turn. I think this is where I die. I think this is where I die. All right. So I have 0 time, so I can't buy any cards except for the 0-point cards. Yeah, I think this is where I think this is where Adelaide is gonna.
Aw, and she saved so many people too.
Yeah, she did a good job, Adelaide. Be proud of
Yeah,
yourself.
right. We'll get her the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Okay, this goes here, and 2 guard cards. Oh, okay. All right. So now it is it's his turn. So unleash. Okay, so wow, I get a hit point. That's weird. Oh no, he gets a hit point. He heals. The horror goes up. He attacks me for 2 damage. There's nothing I could do about it. So I take 2 damage, but whenever I receive damage, I decrease his wrath by 2. Okay. Then increased by 3, so it goes up by 2. And then he attacks me again for 2 damage. So I have my special hit point. If I flip it over and it's blank, we lose.
Uh-oh.
So let's see. And we're done. So he killed her. We died.
Oh.
So there you go. What do you think of that?
I think it's okay. I'm wondering why you couldn't have a second player who is the bad guy.
Because it's programmed. So okay, I want to do this. You can't because you follow this rule.
Right. So the bad guy basically follows set natural laws, kind of.
He follows a program.
He's a force of nature. He's not kind of like an independent thinker per se.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
It's designed to be a solo game. Messing with
see.
that is you're messing the game. It's
Of course.
Yeah. I freaking love this game. I love the design of the game. I love the production of the game. It's so good. Like these boxes, like this Sacred Grove. This is magnet. So when you put it on the box, it snaps shut and it's magnetized. So here's the other girl. The other Barbara. So I could have been Barbara. Well, Barbara had 7 hit points. And what's her power? Victims will move into the killer space. Yeah, you can't leave. If you go into the killer space, victims won't go with you. When you damage, but I didn't do that. I always try to lead them away. Okay. When you damage an enemy in your space, you may do an additional damage for each victim present. For each additional damage done, a victim is killed. Do not increase. Oh, wow. So she could command all the victims to do damage, but they die. So Barbara's kind of bloodthirsty. Oh, that would have been awesome to have all 9 of those guys and then attack him.
She sends them to do her dirty work. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. We all swarm. That's pretty cool.
Swarm.
So I'm not. I saved what? I saved 11 people, and he only killed 1, 2, 3, 4. So, all right. So I can live with that.
All right, you brought some good into the world, and we'll give you a posthumous Medal of Honor for your bravery. Yes.
So I'll probably play this again tomorrow night. I have two lives tomorrow, and then I might play this tomorrow. I might play this particular bad guy one more time just for the hell of it, because it's kind of fun. Now I got a grasp on it. Maybe I'll play with Barbara instead of Adelaide. All right, but that's it. Good night, everybody. Hope you had fun.
Good night, folks.
Watching.
Thanks for playing.
Dave, are you still watching? You still watching, Dave? DC Miller? All right, see you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.